We are now recording. Hello, welcome to the newest session of the Chronicles of Dolores. We are gathered here for session 34 amongst 6 players that all find themselves to be in a place that no one would ever want to go. They are in Ovilius Abyss, a place that has been known for centuries as the place where you go if you want to die. A little boogeyman story for all the children in their beds that the parents tell them so they behave. A place filled with abnormalities, mysteries, and nightmares of the dark. To recap slightly, our players all found themselves to be teleporting through a magical tree, and they appeared in front of an army of hobgoblins marching towards them. But behind them is a man in a clown outfit calling himself Jester, yelling out to them, "Hey, come here! Come here! I can save you! Come here!" And the tree is on fire. Now, with that being said, all the players are connected to each other because of the mark they got through this experiment done by Tora. And so, or Tori, wait, no, it's Tora. And so because of that, each player can see each other's past through little fragments. And so we're going to have one of the players read off a vision of their past. The first player who's going to do this is going to be Kat. She will read it off and then she'll post it. One sec. I want to fix my mic real quick. But you can go ahead, sorry. Go ahead and continue.
Is there any chance that we could make the music less creepy?
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm like on edge. I'm a bit nervous for Chad. It's still the stuff for today. It's just saying, can't hear anything at all. Can't hear me. It's extremely low. No, friend.
It's strange. She should be able to hear you. One sec.
I'd have to listen to the actual stream to see. Let me try and do that.
Oh, I see. Okay, one sec. Let me see. I think I know what the problem is. Hold on.
He says you sound clear.
Okay, it should be better now.
Okay.
Testing.
Do I sound good, Major Tom? Testing. 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping it isn't me. I don't know. Hopefully people can hear me.
It should be good now. I think I fixed it.
Okay. Right. Happy for me to start? Oh, do you want me to... Wait a minute.
Trying to put something ominous. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Twitch audio is good to go. Let's see here. You guys should be able to hear everyone very clearly. I'll be tinkering a little bit with the audio, but all in all, we should be ready to go. As always, I appreciate anyone listening, and hopefully you enjoy the content. Let's begin. Kat, go ahead and tell us your vision of the past.
Okay. Right, I'll just start. Kat sat cross-legged on the grass, the weight of her textbooks pressing into her lap. The afternoon sun cast golden light over the Thorn Estate's vast garden, turning the ivy-covered walls of the manor a warmer shade. She absently tucked a strand of red hair behind her ear, eyes scanning the dense paragraphs about the library of Ozymandias. What a glorious place it sounded, all that knowledge and history locked away for centuries. Perhaps one day she could be the first to get to the library. She continued to scan through the heavy book, digesting as much knowledge as she could. The entrance exams for Phantom Federation University loomed closer, and failure was not an option. Not for a Thorn. You'll burn a hole through the pages if you keep glaring at them like that. Cannon's voice broke her focus. Kat sighed, already bracing herself. She looked up to see her twin, hands tucked into the pockets of his coat. His red hair tousled like he'd just been in a storm. He had that casual smirk, the one he wore when he was about to be insufferable. "Don't you have something better to do than pester me?" she muttered, flipping a page. "Not particularly." He plopped down beside her, stretching out on the grass. "Seriously, Kat, we live in a mansion, surrounded by gardens and a forest, and you choose to spend your time buried in these books. Some of us have futures to secure." Cannon snorted. "Right, because our futures aren't already set in stone." Kat stiffened but didn't look up. "It's not about that." "Sure it isn't." He shifted onto his side, propping his head up with one hand. "Atreus has got me chained to the lab for the rest of my life, and you... well, you get to be a perfect little Federation scholar. How thrilling." "I hate when you call him by his name. You should be grateful. Father's giving you every opportunity to be an inventor like him. Not everyone gets that." Cannon laughed, but there was no humour in it. "Oh yes, how lucky I am to be paraded around as the next genius of the Federation. Nothing I want matters, not to him. Besides, it's you that he should be giving his attention. You were always the smart one." Kat's fingers tightened on the edge of her book. She wanted to tell him he was being ridiculous, that their father had high expectations for a reason. The Thorn name carried weight, legacy. Expectations were just a part of that. But Cannon had always been different, restless, questioning. She knew he hated being told who to be. These days he was even worse. They used to do everything together, back when he seemed to care about his future, at least a little bit. Now she rarely saw him. He often vanished for periods of time, just heading into town, he would say. Then he'd come home late, and she'd have to listen from the top of the stairs to his arguments with mother and father. His voice softened. "Don't you ever wish things were different?" Kat hesitated. "Different how?" "That we could be whatever we wanted, do whatever we wanted. No federation, no titles, no expectations." She scoffed. "It's pointless, Cannon. We're Thorns. We don't get to dream about what-ifs." Cannon exhaled sharply, as if he expected that answer but still hated hearing it. He picked at the grass between his fingers, his usual energy dimmed. Kat might have said more, might have tried to remind him that this was their reality, that fighting it was useless. But movement caught her eye. At the far end of the garden, past the trimmed hedges and the reflecting pool, their father was walking towards the laboratory. And he wasn't alone. She nudged Cannon's shoulder. "Who's that?" Cannon followed her gaze. Their father strode with purpose, his crisp Federation coat pristine even in the soft breeze. Beside him walked a man she'd never seen before. He was tall, his face sharp and shadowed in the fading light, his gait unnervingly smooth, and he wasn't dressed like Federation. Cannon sat up straighter. "I feel like I've seen him before." Kat frowned. "Where?" "I don't know, there's just something about him." They watched as the two men disappeared through the heavy metal doors of the laboratory, the entrance sealing behind them with an ominous finality. Cannon exhaled, gaze locked onto the lab. Why are we never allowed in there? You know why. Father's research is classified. Yeah, but we're his kids. He turned to her, eyes glinting with something almost defiant. Don't you ever wonder what he's really working on? Kat hesitated. Of course she wondered. After her father's retirement, he had intended to become an independent researcher and inventor, but the Federation had other plans. Now, he was a lead scientist in the Phantom Federation, his work highly classified even among the ranking officials. But she never questioned it aloud. That was the difference between her and Cannon. Cannon pushed himself to his feet. I'm going in. Kat's head snapped up. What? I want to know why that man looks familiar. I want to know what Father's been hiding in there. Kat scrambled up, grabbing his wrist before he could take a step. Are you insane? If he catches you... Cannon grinned. Then I'll just have to make sure he doesn't. Kat groaned. Cannon, this is stupid. It's probably nothing. Then why are you nervous? She had no answer for that. Cannon tugged his arm free. I'm going. Kat hesitated for one more breath, then cursed under it, and followed him towards the lab. And that is the end of the flashback.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That was so good.
Very well done.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks, guys.
That was awesome.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Very well done. Very well done. You volunteered to be first, and yours was pretty lengthy, so I'm going to give you a token of inspiration. Very well done.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Absolutely. I know it can be very scary being the first one, so thank you. What you can do is you can post your vision in Keynotes, and if you want, you can send it to me and I can display it on the stream real quick.
Okay. What I would like to put on the screen, if you want, is the images of Kat and Cannon, so that
Absolutely.
I've got those as well.
Yeah, put in Keynotes. I'll put it in there.
Okay. Where did it go? So...
Right now I'm nervous, because how am I supposed to top that next week?
No, yours will be good.
Tell your truth, baby girl. We're not trying to top each other here. Wink.
So this
I'm
is
definitely-
Cannon.
Well, I'll top you.
Brother.
Yeah, why is he hot though?
Come on, don't you know by now everyone's hot?
That's true.
And this is
Yeah,
what Kat looked like at the time as well.
Baby cat.
Aww, it's so pretty.
So cute. And now look at her now, bro, a little monster.
Kat,
Nash.
she stuck
No,
to the
it
rule
is.
that the word limit is 1,000. Very well done.
I love how you're just checking on it.
How close is it?
951.
Wow.
Oh wait, let me see how many
Damn.
mine's at already. That's a good. Where
Mine
is
is
it?
at
Okay, we're good. I'm at 747 so
I
far.
have no idea.
I have to go back and shorten mine down because it's 100 over the limit. So I have to fix it.
I'm not done writing mine yet.
If it affects the quality, then I'll allow it. It's fine.
Oh,
Oh, you're the best. Thank you.
Wow.
No
Next thing you
problem.
know, I submit like a 4,000.
I mean, obviously, like we've been.
I know.
Yeah,
I know,
don't
I'm
abuse
teasing, I'm
that,
teasing.
please.
No,
Okay,
I won't, I
officially
won't.
it's
I already have an idea,
1,133.
All right, I'm going to show in the stream real quick. So, here we go. So I'm showing the stream. This is what young Kat looks like, and this is her brother, who is deceased.
Rest in peace, Cannon.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh.
And so with that being said, let's get ourselves back into the main session. I'm very, very excited. We are not going to do a recap this time, only because I really want to jump right into it, and I don't want to take too much time, because I have birthday stuff I have to do, and I really want to do this session before I run out of time, so let's get into it. Okay. Actually, wait. Where is Microsoft Edge? Where are you? There it is. Okay. Cool. All right. Is everyone ready to begin?
I believe so.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me get the music going. I want to have the perfect creepy music for this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's begin. So, you all are outside of this tree. It's on fire, and you hear marching. Boom, doom, doom, doom. And as they're marching, you hear them chanting and saying, "We are the Kimari tribe. We are strong. We are the Kimari tribe. We are immortal. We are the Kimari tribe. We are death." And like as they're chanting this very strange like motto, they're just charging, like just marching through, trampling over everything in their way. And Jester, he's yelling out, saying, "Please, quickly, come here! If they see you, you're dead! Come here! They stretch at least a mile long! Come here! Come here!" What are all of you doing?
I'm gonna incite the Jester.
All right.
Alright, guys, stick to the plan.
One look at the Jester, says, "I'm gonna take my chances." Looks over at the army, and I would like to roll an insight on the army.
All right, roll insight. Go ahead.
I'd like to help inside the Jester.
All
Are
right.
you fucking kidding me?
You have advantage
9.
because of Gwen.
23.
You have advantage.
I roll again. Fucking hell. That's an 8.
So with an 8, all you can really wait. Okay, so I see Sybil rolled as well. So let's slow down. So Nizora said it first. If I believe.
Well, this is the army.
Jester. Sybil's doing the army.
Oh, okay, got you.
Gwen is
Okay,
doing
okay.
the Jester as well.
Okay. So no. Gwen gave you the help action. So
My bad.
'cause- yeah, no, you're good. So when it comes to Gwen, I'm saying Gwen, Nizora, as far as you can tell, Jester means you no harm. He wants to help you guys. Now, when it comes to Sybil, this army, they are not your friends. They are brutish. You see that multiple of these hobgoblins or goblins, that like around their necks, you see they have human ears attached to them. And the scariest part about it, these ears, some of them look like they belong to adults, and some of them look like they belong to children as they're marching through.
Okay, so we'll take our chances with the Jester. I may not
We
like
need
this
it.
guy, but let's take our chances.
Yeah.
And to be
I
clear,
know.
it's not just human ears, it's elvish ears, tiefling ears, like it's a variety of different ears.
Lovely. I think we should go with the creepy ass clown.
Yeah, let's go.
We just all just run like
Yeah, for sure.
sure. This.
Cut to me breakneck speed at the opposite direction of all of them.
I actually run this way. No.
I'm running. I'm
As-
running. So
as-
what's the creepy guy?
As everyone's running towards Jester. There we go. As everyone's running towards Jester, you all begin to hear rain. Rain begins to come down heavy as the fire to the tree goes out. And as it goes out, Jester kind of stares at it for a second. Everyone roll a perception check.
Oh.
Oh no.
Come on.
Perception.
Rolls, baby. No. Okay.
17.
I've got such good modifiers and such shit rolls. Ah,
For real.
the pain.
So as you, what's the highest perception roll? Let me see.
I think it might
think
have been
18?
18 with me, maybe?
I think Avery's glitching out, but 18? Okay. So yeah, okay. So 18, so with the 18, you're the only, 18 and 17, so, or actually, okay, what are the top, like, what are the highest ones? Is there
I have
any above
17.
16?
18 and 17.
No.
I have 17.
I asked because the Avery's acting up. Okay, so 17 for Sybil and Izora. Got it. Okay, so for Sybil and Izora, you two are the only ones that notice that when the rain comes down and puts the tree out of, like, the fire gets turned out by the rain, you notice that Jester, he was kind of smiling before, but he frowns at the fire going out on the tree. He frowns at that, but then he shakes his face and says, "Quickly! I can get all of us hidden! Lickety-split!" As he lifts up a giant blanket that you guys couldn't see before. Like, the blanket rose from the grass, and it appears to be some kind of camouflage blanket. As he lifts it up and says, "Get under the blanket and they won't be able to see you!" As he lifts it up, and he's laying on his belly on the floor, lifting up this giant blanket for you guys to get under.
Could I try, just like as a bit of a precaution, because like they are walking this way, I'm just wondering if we could distract them. Could I maybe cast like a minor illusion so that they kind of go and investigate like more, like a different direction from the tree?
What do you cast?
Like so if I casted like minor illusion to create like, I don't know, like an image of something, like another person, like in the forest over here, maybe they'll walk that way instead.
Okay. What would you make appear? Like, what are you showing them?
So, it can be like... it says like an image of an object. Actually, what if I did... I just don't know if the sound will be loud enough. So I can make a noise. So I was thinking of making like the sound of screaming or something from over here.
Okay.
Just like, you start to hear like, I don't know, a woman scream. And maybe some of them will go and investigate it.
Alright, let's hear it. What's the sound?
They just hear like...
And there goes her mic. Please imagine, if you will, everyone, the scream of a very terrified woman.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I want to hear Kat do it. Nope, I want to hear Kat do it. She's doing it still.
I keep filling out.
Oh no, I hear it. I can't hear her mic cutting out.
So basically, so you make this sound, and like they basically all they hear is like a screaming woman, and as they hear this, I'm gonna roll to see if they'll even notice. So I'm gonna roll a perception check for them.
Oh.
Are they chanting too loud? I can't hear it.
Well, come on, guys. Don't
so-
say these things.
So with a 16 perception check, they're chanting pretty loudly. However, luckily for you, one of their leaders, a woman who is about roughly 6 to 7 feet tall, she marches forward and she hears the scream, and she suddenly puts her hand up and she closes in a fist and she says, "Halt!" And the entire, like, army that you can see suddenly stops moving as her, along with two others, march over to investigate the source of the screaming. They have their blades out as they go investigate in the corner. So you buy yourself a little bit of time as they're investigating the scream, while the rest of the army halts.
I probably just look at this Jester guy and I just look at the blanket and I'm like, really? We're gonna hide under a blanket? That's the big plan?
It seems quite childish.
Don't worry, you'll be just fine with me, I promise you. all safety is guaranteed when it comes to the Jester.
It's not like we have much you more.
You're not making this very believable, but I guess.
I'm waiting to see if any of you guys go under the blanket first. Cat is like hoping someone's like, let's just keep running, but if someone starts to climb under.
I'm not going first.
Can I use control flames to put the fire out on the tree?
I thought it went out. Did it not go out?
I thought it went out with the tree.
Yeah, it went out, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, Alice will go under. I was like, yeah. She wants to live.
I'm gonna cast Find Familiar. And bring out Hoot and have him go to a nearby tree that can see
So
where
the
we're
moment,
gonna be hiding.
So the moment that you cast that spell and Hoot flies off, you watch as the mist begins to rise even higher, and you hear a screeching sound as out of nowhere a tree branch reaches up and grabs Hoot and makes him disappear disappear just like that, gone, like a speck of dust.
Oh man!
I'm going under the blanket and I'm getting in the fetal position and being very sad.
Oh.
You all hear
hug
you all hear a voice as Hoot is attacked like this. You hear a voice out loud from the mist. It says, "Those that are fake can't be eaten." And the voice disappears just like that.
I get under the blanket.
I'm gonna just wrap my arms around Gwen and like hug her to try to comfort her.
Oh.
I carefully and slowly back up into this blanket. I'm like the farthest away from Jester. I am not about this. I don't trust this blanket. But I am here and I trust it a little bit more than I trust that voice. So
Yeah. She would like kind of lift the blanket up with like the end of her spear, not the pointy bit, the blunt bit. She'll raise it up for purposes. Like, you getting in or no?
Is there something I can roll to just see if there's anything fucky with this blanket?
Roll perception.
Okay. I don't trust this blanket. That's an 8. I don't know shit.
Yeah, you don't know anything. All you know is that they're going to be marching upon you any second, and you just heard that voice.
Okay. She's gonna shrug her shoulders at Nizora. Be like, unless you've got some sort of plan up your sleeve, I don't know what else we're supposed to do.
Honestly, I just don't want to deal with that. And she like points her thumb back to the army. So unless you want to deal with them, I suggest you get under this blanket. Because that seems the best course of right now.
Agreed. And then she's gonna duck under the blanket.
And Nizora would duck in after her, like being the last person in.
Alright. And so as you all get underneath the blankets, he seals it back down, and you continue to hear the army march. And as they're marching, Jester, he whispers to you, he says, "This part might hurt. Don't move. Don't give any indication that you are here. Don't react in any way." As the army begins to march again, and they all march straight towards you. And he says, "Don't move, no matter what. Don't move."
I ain't moving. I'm like Kat is like bracing herself, like she's got her eyes scrunched and she's just like holding onto her body. She's just like preparing for whatever pain it is that he's talking about.
Everyone roll a strength save.
Oh
no. No.
Can I?
Oh, thank God I have
I'll take that. I'll fucking take that. Let's go.
17.
Come on.
Dear God, I will take it.
I have an idea. How else could it work?
Goodbye.
Could I possibly put a whole person on myself and
Yes.
purposely fail it?
Absolutely.
I do that so I don't move.
All right.
No scream, and I'm just paralyzed.
So you cast whole person on yourself. Nizora, she's been in the military. She's been in war combat. She knows how to use her mind to think quickly. And so she quickly uses her intuition to cast whole person on herself. And suddenly she goes paralyzed, unable to move, even if she wanted to. What are the rest of you doing, aside from the strength save?
I'm still, like, crouched over Gwendolyn, like, with my arms wrapped around her tightly.
Alright. So with the...
Sybil is like... Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. So with the strength save, what I would say is the DC is 12. So if you got 12 or higher, then you pass. Go ahead,
Oh
Sybil.
my god.
I failed.
Oh. Yeah, same. Me and Alice.
Sybil, we're
Yeah, I
gonna
did
say...
not trust.
I was gonna say Sybil's frozen like a deer. Like, she doesn't want to touch the blanket. She doesn't want to be near the Jester. Her eyes are like glued straight forward. And she's just frozen.
So as the goblins continue to march, you feel their feet stomping on you as they continue walking forward. You feel them stepping on your backs, on your legs. One even steps on your head as you just have to pray that they aren't heavy enough to squash your head like a tomato. You remain strong. Now, if you failed the strength save, I'm going to roll how much damage you take.
Ooh.
You take 3 damage as they continue to march. You feel dozens, if not hundreds, of strong, firm people marching across the fields. And as they finally march across after about 5 minutes of this, they're finally gone. It's over. As Jester sighs, whew, that was a close one. But don't worry. They only do that once a month.
Are you okay? Gwen asked Alice.
Alice, I imagine since Gwen passed and Alice failed, that Alice just took the blow for both of them.
I know. I'm so
She's
lucky.
She's like shaking and she's like, I'm fine, are you okay? Like,
Yeah.
I am fine, are you okay?
You're so strong. Thank you.
Alice blushes. She's like, you do not have to thank me. Like, I'm just glad, you're okay.
She hugs her.
Aw, Alice hugs her back.
Yeah, that's really nice and all, but I really want to get out from this blanket, please.
Jester says, of course, not a problem at all. As he snaps his fingers and the blanket disappears. Well, not disappears, it shrinks and folds into what appears to be a rug as he puts it like in a weird backpack on his back, and it disappears. Sorry about that. It was the only way I could think of to avoid the Kimari tribe.
Right, so who are you?
Where are we?
Well,
Cat has no idea where we are.
Well, hello.
Alice has the same thought.
Well, hello. My name is Jester. I'm your local guide to all things good in the world, and those people are a part of the bad of the world, unfortunately. I'm here to make sure that you all stay alive. I'm happy that you all made it through. I noticed the tree was on fire, so I came here to see what was going on, and I saw all of you come out, and I knew I had to save you. In terms of where we are, we're in Ovilius's Abyss. I'm sure you've heard of it before, but don't worry, because this place is not as bad as you might think. Here, I have a map. And he pulls out a map and shows it to you guys. I'm posting keynotes what the map looks like.
How much would Alice know of this place? Because she is.
You've all heard stories of how bad this place is.
Great.
Alright, I'm posting keynotes.
Any semblance of civilization anywhere, or we're just in the middle of this forest?
What is this?
Oh no!
Alice just looks back up at him and is like, "Did you draw this map?"
What is this?
Well, of course, silly. How else would you make a map? You draw them, of course.
She looks back down at it and then back up at him, and she's like gently folds it and pockets it, and she's like, "Well, thanks." Oh wait, is there one, or did we each get one?
I'll say you each get one.
I was looking over your shoulder.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, so
I was like,
the
wait,
nefarious savages, the absolute brutes. I take it those were those that just trod all over us.
No. So the fake ass people, those are the ones that just trod all over us. That red mark at the bottom left, that's where we are right now. The bottom left for the red mark.
Oh, that's handy. Okay.
I don't recognize this. Question mark, history check.
Roll history check.
Oh no.
How do we get out of here?
Well, that's easy. We have a teleportation circle at the best place ever. All I gotta do is take you there.
I got a 10.
So with
Are
10,
there any of...
So with a 10, you don't know anything. Like your memory, all your memories of the abyss are blocked out. Like you can't remember anything about your time there. What were you gonna say, Percy?
I was gonna say, so this best place ever, there's no more of those, what do you call it, bad people there?
No, not at all. The best place ever has everything you could ever want. It has our queen, a woman of true divineness. She is able to provide you whatever you desire. And if you don't like what she has to desire, well then, you can leave. We have a teleportation circle there that we like to take people to. I have the responsibility of looking for children or adults who are in need of help. And I bring them there where they can have chocolate or steak or a place home.
So, what's the catch?
This all sounds
Well,
quite too good to be true.
well, I mean, the catch is the fact that sometimes I'm too late. Sometimes I'm not able to find people to get them home safely. It happens sometimes.
How?
But all in all, you should all know this. I mean, that's how you got out of here. As he points his finger at Gwen. I remember you. I'm one of the people who helped get you out of here, remember? As he smiles at Gwen. And Gwen does not remember how she got out. All she remembers is that Void helped her get out. And that she got to live a better life afterwards. But she doesn't, like, the details are foggy. So you're not sure of how you got out.
I just slowly turn to Gwen, like, can we trust this guy?
Gwen is like narrowing her eyes at him, like trying so hard to remember. And she says, I don't remember any of this. All I have are the scars on my body to remember.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. You lost your memories after Void got you out of here, but I helped him. I promise you, I have no intentions of harming any of you. I simply want...
Void?
Of course I know Void.
I trust him.
That was really quick.
No, I was surprised. Yeah, as soon as we mentioned your lover, trust.
I don't like the sound of it, but a teleportation circle would be nice. I need to get back to the Federation quickly, so...
Alice nods in agreement with Kaz. Like, yeah, we have other places we have to be.
Of course, I completely understand. As long as you follow this map, you'll be just fine. Come on, let's get out of here. As Jester begins, like, marching forward in the woods. It's this way towards the best place ever.
I also kind of shrug and follow, and she'll say, did you happen to see any other trees on fire or other people come here?
No. I haven't seen anyone except for you guys. And the fake-ass people.
Can I... Oh, go on.
No, go ahead, that's it.
I was just gonna say, can I cast my Find Familiar and get Eugene out, but I'm gonna ask Eugene to turn into like a bird instead.
So the moment that you cast your familiar out, the moment that your familiar gets casted out, the mist intensifies by 3 times as it begins to cloud around, and suddenly one of the tree branches stretches out and strangles Eugene by his neck. And Eugene disappears right there, and you hear the same voice. If it can't be eaten, or no correction, if it's not real, it can't be eaten.
Oh, we all hear the voice, right? Or just Cat?
Mhm.
That was incredibly
God.
stupid of me. Okay, well, so no familiars, no unreal beings, no unseen servants. Okay, fine.
Probably Nizora's fault.
I'm sorry.
What?
You sent us here. You've been trying to do something against me and Void ever since you interrupted our dinner.
Dinner? You were in a room with a guy chained up in the corner.
Oh.
How was that dinner?
He was my bounty. I was gonna make some good money off that guy.
Really? And your little boyfriend was my bounty. I was doing my job. And if anything, my god doesn't really like whatever you're fucking.
Okay, you brought a whole fucking military to our room.
Precautions are necessary.
Okay, are we following the creepy clown or?
I mean, I guess we are.
Like, Hannah's just watching this interaction and she's she's like watching this and she's like, this is a conversation for another time when we're not in a creepy forest. And also, I'm just hoping that Eugene is okay. Like, I know he's a familiar, so I can just cast the spell again, but I'm also, like, that was upsetting. So just watch him get strangled by a myth.
That's so upsetting.
Poor Eugene. So she's like, yeah, I need to get back to the Federation. And she's gonna follow the clown.
Yeah, Nizora's also gonna follow the clown.
Yeah.
She doesn't care about Gwen. She's like, you know what? This bitch can think whatever she wants.
Alice would be walking close to Gwen, like whispering to her, "Are you okay?" Like,
no, I'm mad.
I'm gonna pat her on the head, like give her little head pats, and be like, I am sure it is going to be okay. Like, I know you'll find him, or like we will find him."
Stuck with this girl who tried to kill us.
She glances over at Nizora and looks back at Gwen and kind of like shrugs and is like, "Well, as of now, like I have your back, so you don't have to worry."
Thank you. You look pretty strong.
Alice like blushes and like is like, "Thanks," like brushing a piece of hair behind her ear, like.
All right. So you guys continue marching through the woods, and as you do, you hear.
Oh dear.
Lovely. What the fuck?
So you hear all these sounds as you're marching through the woods. And as you're marching through the woods, I'm gonna put you guys on a new map. 1 sec.
Cat is walking with like her ears plugged. Just like looking at her feet on the ground, walking ahead.
So you continue marching. I'm gonna put you on a new map right now. Okay, here we go. You continue marching on this path. Go ahead, Percy.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, Percy's got her guns out, and she's just kind of like spinning them around, just like looking around. Like, I do not trust this at all, and if something jumps out at us, I'm gonna be so mad, because I don't like jump scares.
So you guys are walking on this pathway, and there's mist everywhere. And as you're continuing to walk along the path, Jester's in the front. Jester is chilling. He's just like do 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 do. What are the rest of you doing? Like, I want a description from all of you. Let's start off with Nizora. Nizora, put your token where you want to on this path. Like, would you be close to everyone? Would you keep your distance? What would you be doing?
I would feel like she would be like directly behind, not like breathing down his neck, but like directly behind Gesture, just like keeping everything vigilant. If you could see her ears, they're like twitching at like kind of like bats are, like at any possible sound. But she's just like very stoic, very just like, okay, mission, follow, Jester, do that, cool.
Okay, Cat.
Cat is extremely nervous and uncomfortable. Like, she's never been outside of the Federation before, so she is just walking like she's trying, like, hearing the noises, she's just freaking out, but she's got one clear mission, which is just to get to this circle as quickly as she can. So she is just walking and like trying to ignore everything around her.
Gwen.
Gwen has her arms kind of like wrapped around herself while walking, and she is digging her nails kind of into her arm to remind her that she feels pain and Void is not here, and she knows that something's not right and that this place is not good, but she can't remember.
All right, Alice.
Alice would be walking next to Gwen. I'm trying to decide if I want to be like holding Gwen or not. Like, I mean, Gwen, you said your arms are like wrapped around yourself.
Yeah.
If Gwen lets her, Alice will have like an arm like wrapped around your shoulder, like with like my, like if I'm on your right, my left arm is like around your shoulder, and my left hand is like on your head, like patting your hair, like trying to comfort you.
She's touch-starved.
All right. Percy, what would you be doing or thinking?
She's kind of like, she's trailing behind. She's trying not to look scared, but it's like kind of clear that she doesn't know where this is. She doesn't know what's going on as much as anyone else here. So she's a little freaked out. And she's just kind of like, I don't know, like very jittery, but still trying to like keep it together, and is like every single sound, her head is snapping over to it. And like her breath hitches every time something happens. She's like, oh no. I'm just kind of like waiting for the other shoe to drop, sort of thing.
All right. And Sybil.
Sybil is kind of more so towards the back. She's not the last one out.
The curse continues. When it's time for one person, their mic begins to spaz out.
No. No, don't do this.
I think it's better now.
Okay.
I think it was just lag.
I hope so. God, I can't have this. Not today. No, not today. But she just feels really uneasy. She's not fully believing they're there. She's very uneasy, especially about Jester and everything that's going on. It just feels very like a kid's scary book.
Yep. And so as you all are marching through these woods, suddenly the mist begins to intensify. It begins to surround the entire area. Before, it was light. You could still see through it, but now it was thick, and you couldn't even see past the trees to your left and right. And as you continued walking through, you would hear random sounds. Just random sounds. You have no idea where they're coming from, but Joshua says, no worries. Nothing to worry about. And as you keep marching through, suddenly, you all begin to hear the voice of someone you love, of someone you lost. Nizora, posting keynotes, Nova.
Alright. Where's this picture?
Let's just be a reminder to all the other players. Please have imagery of your loved one ready.
Mine's ready.
In a way, I lost it.
It's fine, I got it.
Sorry, I thought I saved it.
No worries. Alright, so posting keynotes. So Nova, he suddenly walks out of the edge of the woods. And I'm gonna draw where he is. So this X right here is where he appears. And he comes out and he says, "You let me die, Nizora. You let him kill me. You forgot about me even though I loved you. I fell in love with you. You were the closest thing to love I ever had, and you just forgot it." You see him like at the edge, and you see that his neck appears to be ripped out. He has no, like half his neck is gone as he looks at you with blood pouring down his lips.
She would be very confused. Quick question: how was he executed? Was he still executed by Vex?
Yes, Vex shot him.
All right.
But you
Was
wouldn't
she
remember
fall in
that.
love with him?
You wouldn't remember that. So,
No, I know, like in the new memory.
No. So, to be clear, you don't have no idea who this is. You don't remember who he is. You don't know who this is. He's just a person. Like, you don't know who he is.
Oh, I just say that because you said that he was just like, you interrogated him, and then you executed him. But we can change it.
Yeah, that's true. Let's just say that you've never met him before, that you don't know him.
Okay, cool. She would be very confused. It was like, do I know you?
His eyes would widen. You interrogated me, but then you fell in love with me. We enjoyed a date out together. We went to that bakery we both liked. We were gonna live together. Maybe we would have had a family together. As you see a little kid appear standing next to him, a little kid that looks like you and him combined. The little kid waves his hands. "Hey, Mommy!" As he waves at Nizora. And he has tears coming down his eyes now as he stares at you. We would have had a family together. We would have had a life together. But it was taken away because of Vex. He stole our future. He stole your memories. And deeper than all of that, he stole our child. And he has tears rolling down his eyes. And roll a wisdom save.
Oh, brother. Come on, baby. 15.
So at 15, you feel that he's telling the truth. You feel emotions pour through you. You never once considered having a family, never once considered that kind of future, but suddenly you begin to have those emotions flood through you. The god of sin has been very silent. He hasn't said anything to you, but you feel the words dig into your soul. And then suddenly a memory flashes through your mind of when Vex shot and killed Nova, and how you cried. But then that's all you see, as the memory disappears just as fast. Now, mind you, to get the record straight on your lore, because I know we've been going back and forth, you and Vex, you guys are a relationship. At this point in time in the present, you guys are a relationship. And the two of you have been on and off, but overall, you do love Vex. But you just saw him kill this man that you realize you loved. And then you see your memories taken away. You let that man live, and you let him touch you when he stole what could have been ours. He stole me from you. He stole your child from you. And you don't even seem to care.
She would be like kind of stumbling back. Almost.
No, stop.
Yeah,
Nizora, come to me. You can make our family now. Come to me, please. Hey, come to me and I can heal. Our child can heal. Come to me. I want to hug you, please. As Nova puts his arms out and yells at you to come towards him, to hug him.
Can I roll a wisdom save to see if she remembers, like, where she is? Like,
I'm gonna
as in to say, wait, this is a big ass forest.
Make an insight
here.
save. Make an insight save.
Insight?
Yeah. Or no, insight check. Sorry, insight check.
And it's same roll. Oh, thank God, 24.
So if it's 24, you feel that all these words in your heart are true. And you begin to take steps towards him. You all see Nizora breaking the formation and beginning to move towards the mist. No one else sees Nova except for her as she begins moving towards it. Does anyone react or say anything?
Can I try to grab her?
So Percy, you grab Nizora's wrist.
She would kind of just be
what are you doing?
No, like, oh, she'd be like yanking Percy off of her. She's like, no, I have to go back to him.
Back to who? There's no one there. No, there's no one there. Nizora, what are you doing?
He's right there.
As Percy pulls, as Percy pulls on Nizora's wrist, suddenly you hear a voice as well, Percy.
Oh no.
You hear a voice that says, "I think you're the last person to be lecturing anyone, my dear little girl." As you see a man standing right next to Nova. A man that you recognize barely because it's been so long. And the last time you saw him, you were a little girl. But it's your father. Your real father.
Oh. She's gonna like she's still gonna be grabbing onto Nizora, but her head is gonna like snap over and just confused, just like she's trying. You could see as her brain starts working to try to register who it is, and her eye just kind of widens a bit, and she just shakes her head and she goes, "No, you're dead. You're not here."
I am dead. You certainly were okay with that. How quickly you took a new father. How quickly you took a pirate for a father. You joined his crew. You became as ruthless as him. You forgot all about me and your mother and how we were killed by pirates. And then you became one yourself. Don't you feel the shame prickling off your skin? Don't you realize how disgusting you are? Your father says as he stares at you. His eyes, he has no eyeballs. They're just sunken in as he stares at you.
I became a survivor. And I didn't forget about you. And then she's gonna pull it with her free hand. She's gonna pull out her gun and she's gonna aim it at him. Like, because you're not even real.
And as you
my dad wouldn't say anything like that.
As you aim your gun and you say that, he looks at you. You wish that was true, but you know it isn't. You know that I've been watching you all this time, and not once have I been proud. I hope that Jerome is dead, and I hope that Blooming finds you and kills you, and I hope that when you're dead and gone, that you'll be the dust between my fingers. As your father just laughs at you. And you aim your guns at him. And as he does, Kat, you suddenly hear a voice. Well, well, well. How are you doing, little sister? You seem to be all grown up now. Running around, playing the little thief. What's it like ruining every relationship you've ever had? How do you feel knowing that the one man who actually tried to help you is dead? Killed by a bus, no less. That certainly has to hurt, doesn't it? Your brother, Cannon, appears.
I mean, Cat knows he's definitely dead, and like she is an academic first. Can she try and figure out that this isn't real?
Roll a wisdom save and intelligence check.
Okay. Okay. That's a nat 1 for intelligence.
So, with the wisdom save you rolled, you believe that this is your brother. Like, these words, they reach you, and you believe this is your brother. And in terms of intelligence, you do not, you are so shell-shocked at the fact that your brother is here right here now. You prayed, to yourself that you could see him again one day. And you see him now, as he's staring at you with a smirk. Lucky and Haley seem to be gone. Do you even care? You don't seem to care.
Kat would believing that this is him, step forward and look at him, and her mouth would be open, and she'd just say, "You're here. You're alive. But how is that possible? I saw you die."
I am dead. I'm just here to pay you a visit. To remind you that you'll never be as good as me, that you'll always be Daddy's little girl, and I'll be the real child of the family. You were nothing more than Father's shadow, and I was meant to be his heir. But thanks to you, I'm dead. It's all your fault, Kat. It's your fault, your fault, your fault, your fault! He says with anger as his fists curl up, and he stares at you. Come up to my face and tell me that it's not your fault, Kat, or do I need to keep watching you and hoping that you die?
I know it's my fault, but I've tried. I'm trying to bring you back.
I can't hear you. You're not loud enough. Come closer.
Please, Cannon, I'm sorry.
I can't hear anything over your stupid fucking crying! Now come closer, you stupid hag!
I don't want to walk over there.
With the intelligence roll you made, I'm gonna say that Kat begins to walk towards him. You begin to walk towards Cannon in shock, you feel your body moving for you as you begin moving towards him, and Cannon, his eyes just narrow at you. You are everything that I never wanted to be. You have managed to ruin everyone that I've ever loved. Father doesn't have any children. Mother never sees you. And the woman that I loved, Lucky, you got her killed. All because you're nothing but a fuck up. That's what you do, Cat. You get everyone you love killed, and then you just act like it doesn't matter, right? As long as you get your precious fucking artifacts.
It's not about that. I can't sleep anymore. You think that I enjoy living like this? This is not what I want. I have to do it because I'm trying to make amends. Don't you understand? I'm doing all of this that I can bring you back.
He shakes his head, and his eyes widen as he looks at you. And then he nods. I understand, little sister. Of course, I understand. As Cannon hugs you, and you hug him back. But did you ever...
Can I feel him? Like...
So as you're hugging him and you feel him, he says, but you don't seem to realize that there's a strong chance that I don't want to come back. As you suddenly feel something strange. Something on your brother's body that shouldn't be there. But before we get to that, we move over to Gwen. Gwen, you hear a voice, a little girl's voice. Gwendolyn, Gwendolyn, Gwendolyn. You want some chocolate? As you see Stasha appear from the mist, and she smiles and waves at you. Want some chocolate?
I don't recognize her.
Nope.
Chocolate? Who are you?
Oh, well, you have to remember me. I was your best friend. As you suddenly see a young version of you appear next to Sasha, the two of you holding hands together, eating chocolate bars together. Remember? We used to play games together, do each other's hair, talk about how good that we feel with all the chocolate in our bellies. Don't you remember, Gwendolyn? As she's smiling and waving like your young self's hand back and forth.
I don't remember.
Really? Well, I guess I don't blame you, considering what really happened. As you suddenly see your young self disappear and you see your teenage self appear as you are gripping a knife and you're stabbing it into Sasha's chest over and over. And Sasha, she remains still, not even reacting to the stabbing, but blood gushing out as she smiles at you crookedly, blood dripping down her lips. This is how you killed me. You killed me so you could leave, remember? You killed me. And as I begged you to stop, you just smiled. And do you remember what you said, Gwendolyn? And you see your teenage self smiling and saying, I want to get out of here with my love void. I want to get out of here with my love void. Roll a wisdom save, Gwen.
22.
With a 22, you believe every single word. Everything is true. However, you are able to know that this is not real. That this is not in your eyes. She says, you can save me. You can save me if you come here. Please, come here right now. Save me. As she calls out to you.
Gwendolyn's gonna have like teary eyes because she's gonna realize like, oh shit, I did kill this person. That was supposedly my friend, but she's going to, since she knows it's not real, she's gonna shoot an eldritch blast at it and say, go away.
So as you fire off the eldritch blast, before we get to that, we're gonna go towards Alice. Alice, you see a person come out of the mist. It's Davis. Davis looks at you with a sad face. Alice, my love, it's good to see you.
She turns toward the voice, like eyes wide. She's like, "Davy, is that really you?" And she'll just run straight towards it, like.
As you run towards Davis, as you run towards him, he immediately yells to you, "Alice, stop! Don't come any closer! Stay right where you are! I'm not real! I'm not real! None of this is real! We're monsters! We're monsters here to kill you! Don't move towards me, please! I love you, Alice! I love you, everything I have! And I would never try to deceive you, please! Take your weapons out! Tell the others! Tell them they need to be ready for the attack! Please! As Davis, his image disappears, and as it does, you suddenly see, as the mist disappears, you see what really lies in front of you. A blood dire wolf appears where Davis is.
Oh my god.
Okay, out of character, this implies that everyone's loved ones were totally fine with deceiving them to their death, except David.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, whatever you need to tell yourself.
So since you said that, so to kind of add a little bit of explanation to it real quick, basically the reason why is because when it comes to the others, they know that they love them, but a small part of themselves feels guilt. Kat feels guilt over her brother. Percy feels guilt over her father. Gwen feels guilt over Sasha.
What's going on with Sybil?
Sybil, I'll get to that in a second. And Nizora, in her heart, she feels guilt over Nova, even though she doesn't remember it. However, when it comes to Davis, you knew that Davis loved you with all of his heart. You knew that he truly adored you. And so, the illusion was unable to deceive you. When it comes to Sybil, Sybil, who do you see?
I had this prepared. I put it in Keynote. I see it as her dad.
So your dad. So before we cut to the direwolves, my bad. Before we cut to the direwolves, when it comes to Sybil, your dad appears and he looks at you and he says, "My dear Sybil, you need to listen to me carefully.
How are you here?
I'm not really here. I am not real. I am an illusion made by the monsters that want to kill you. However, despite that, I want to be able to tell you what I wasn't able to before I died. It's one of my biggest regrets. I loved you, Sybil. I didn't always know how to show it. I didn't always know how to be towards you, but I loved you. And I know that you carry hatred and anger towards the Federation. You carry it towards them because you blame them for my death. And maybe you're right. Maybe it is their fault that I got sick. But all that matters is that you're happy. I want you to be happy, my dear daughter. Please. You may follow whatever path you choose, but remember, any path you follow isn't worth it if you aren't happy at the end of it."
I don't even know what I find.
I know. You'll find it. You'll find it because I know that you're special. The mark on your hand means that you are fated to help the world. And so help the world you shall. I love you, Sybil, with all my heart. As he disappears, and a direwolf appears in front of where he was, and it growls, and the direwolves surround you guys. I'm gonna show what they look like now.
Very quietly, I think Sybil would... She'd have like some... She wouldn't really react to the direwolf. I think she would just... Some tears would fall down her face. And she would very quietly go, "I love you too, Father."
Alright. Very well said. And so the direwolves, they surround you guys. And right now, Kat is the only one that has a direwolf hugging her right now. So you guys see that Kat is being hugged by a direwolf. So
This
he,
is a very interesting sight.
Well, okay.
so he gets the first attack.
Brilliant.
18, he hits.
No, it's not a confused.
Can I? Well, no, I
Bro.
can't. But I'm not even going to ask the question because I don't know. I'm not reacting to this right now, am I? Let's be fair. It's gonna come out of nowhere.
Is this a direwolf react?
So, 2d6 plus 3.
I'm
So
just
wait,
imagining
so-
like a
so
dog
Cat-
tilting its head.
So Kat takes 11 damage.
Okay.
Make sure to update your guys' tokens, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Because you got a long
Okay.
rest. So, Kat, you take 11 damage and you're pushed back 5 feet by the direwolf as it growls.
Fuck.
Anyone else's token like tilted?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
you've all been.
Are we in initiative or am I?
Everyone roll initiative.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh god. Okay.
11.
I love how the
Yes,
Jester saw
thank
all-
you. Come on,
Oh,
let's
where's
go.
my initiative? There it is.
Finally.
20.
Yeah, baby.
Not a nat 20, but I'll take it. It's a 20.
Oh, 21. Bet.
I will take a 20.
That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sad.
For those that are for the recording, I'll show what each of the people look like that were talking. Let me pull it up. So, for the recording, this was Nova. This was Percy's dad. This is Sasha. This is Davis. This is the blood direwolf. And this is Sybil's father. So these are people that were shown. And so with that being said, we now get into the fight. Everyone roll initiative. Jester immediately pulls out his blanket and gets underneath it, hiding.
Wow.
Bro.
How?
He's supposed to get us. Okay, well, fuck
get
you.
The map and
Die.
like.
Add him to the initiative.
I-
Goddammit.
Nah.
Cat uses her first turn to pull open
Where
the
is
blanket.
Where? Yeah, I was just about to say, could someone rip that blanket off of him?
You guys are so mean.
Yes, I don't like this man.
I mean, he was a pussy when we met him. He's a pussy now. It's not out of character.
Make sure to add your rolls to initiative, guys. Alright, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get into it. So, Kat, you're first up, and here's the scene before you. Let me change the... Here, I'll put more combat music for this part. If I can get some, my goodness. Of course, it gives me all the peaceful music now, I swear. It's always like that. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Okay, let's get into it. So, let me raise volume a little bit. So, the battle begins. The Blood Dire Wolves, they are hungry. Jester yells out, "You can't reason with them! You have to kill them! And whatever you do, don't listen to the Alpha! The Alpha can talk! The lower ones can't!" As Jester just hides himself under the blanket.
Okay. Kill, don't listen. Kill, don't listen. Kill. Like, she is freaking out. Like, she's already quite injured, and she's obviously very shocked that wasn't canon. But she scrambles to her feet, and she looks at this wolf. She's gonna... I think the first thing she's gonna do is... Let me think. I think I'm going to... So I'm just gonna shoot at it, I think, and because I haven't moved from where I am, I'm gonna use my steady aim to roll with advantage. So it was this one, wasn't it, on the map?
Yes, that's right.
That one. Right, I'm gonna shoot at it with my musket. That's a 20.
You hit.
Okay. I'm gonna roll damage. Oh, I don't know what it's rolling there. What did it roll there? Let me check on there. So it takes 13 piercing damage. Just don't add the sneak attack damage on that.
Alright, so you fire it, and you hit it right on his, lower stomach, and it like, screeches.
And because I have the mastery, it's now got the slow condition. So its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Alright.
And then bonus action, I'm going to try and get in a bit of a better position here because I can see a lot of these wolves like behind me now. I am going to use a bonus action. Oh no, hang on, I don't know. I'm not going to do that because I used steady aim before. I'm just going to use my full movement to get out of there. So I'm going to go, let me see. I'm going to try and get back here a little bit between these guys here and try and get back into the pack, as it were. So I'm going to get back over here and just try and create a bit of distance. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, so after you do that, like, the direwolves are all, like, howling and growling. And the moment that Cat fires off that bullet hurting one of them, they all begin to...
That does not sound good.
And you hear, like, you hear someone in the distance coming towards you guys. Like, he's not there yet, but you hear someone running towards you. Someone bigger than these direwolves. But however,
fucking alpha.
However, the fight is going on, and so that was Cat's turn. It is now Nyzora's turn. Nyzora, you, you are back to yourself. You are back to the veteran that you are. Now that the illusions are gone, what are you doing?
When she snaps out of it, I would say, she would, kind of shake her head, blink a few times, and look at the, direwolf that was pretending to be Nova, and she would just feel pure anger. And then she would see here. She would just gather just a ball of light in her hand and just fling it straight at the direwolf. And because she's so mad, she'll do it at the 3rd level.
Ooh.
18. Does that hit?
It hits.
Alright, that's 20 radiant damage.
How much?
20 radiant damage.
So the direwolf is injured. Like he gets he's pretty badly burned. He's still up, but he's pretty badly burned as he stares you down.
And with her bonus action, let me see the correct what's it called? Terminology. She would take out her blood spear and she would basically just be growling, "You dare mimic him!" And she would use War Priest to use her bonus action to use her blood spear.
All right, let's see it. So this is the sound you all hear as she uses blood magic. This is the sound you all hear.
Holy fuck.
That's a 9. Why is it when I try to do something awesome, it misses?
So the 9 that hits.
Hold on, I have to double check if she has a shield or not. She does. So that's one hand.
Is blood magic like something that people frown upon? Like, would Kat be looking at this and
So Kat
I'd be like, that's horrendous? Because obviously she's from the Federation as well, so I don't know what the rules are about using blood magic and stuff.
So when it comes to the Federation, all magic is allowed, technically.
Okay, that's fine.
But
I think it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to that kind of magic, you have heard stories about how certain soldiers within the Federation specialize in it. They are often known as the executioners.
That sounds great. But keeping my eye on that woman now.
Yeah, about in the Divine Union.
That is 5 piercing damage.
In the Divine Union, that kind of magic is seen as taboo.
I figured.
So how much damage?
That would be 5 piercing damage.
Alright, so he takes 5 piercing damage as it just stares you down.
And I put spell end my turn.
Alright, that is the end of your turn. As we now go into... so Sybil had some personal matters come up, so she will not be able to participate. I will play for her. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Opening her sheet. Alright, so for Sybil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use her crossbow. So she pulls out her crossbow and she fires it right at the direwolf that Nizora hits. I'm gonna roll the hit. So if a 12, she hits. And she deals 10 damage. As she shoots an arrow right at the direwolf's head, and he drops dead to the ground with a squeal. However, the moment the direwolf dies, you all begin to hear a louder sound of... And you all watch as the direwolves, the blood that was around their bodies, the blood begins to wrap around them entirely, coating them. And D&D talk, what that means is that all the direwolves have entered rage. Any physical attacks are cut in half.
Fuck.
It is Alice's turn.
Don't worry, guys, I got this. I'm scared. Okay, so just run up to this direwolf. Sorry, I had to reload my sheet up. I couldn't find something earlier. I'm gonna use Divine Smite, and then attack it with my Holy Avenger.
Rolled it.
19.
You hit.
Cool. 9, and then plus 2d10. And then also the stuff. So 36 damage.
All right. How do you want to kill it?
I want to like just slice its head off. I used Divine Smite. My sword is like glowing like a bright like pink light.
Well, actually, when
And,
it comes
like,
to, I'm sorry to interrupt you. When it comes to Divine Smite, I believe I have to make a save. So what's the save?
is it a save?
I believe so.
No, it just says it takes additional damage.
I'll
But the
check.
damage does increase by 1d8 if the target is fiend or undead.
Oh, okay.
But if I miss the
Yeah.
attack, it doesn't do additional damage.
I was confusing it
doesn't
with.
do anything.
I was confusing it with rebuke. Okay. All right. So yeah, continue. I'm sorry. Just your description. Go ahead.
Are they? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's dead anyway. But I was gonna ask if it's fiend or undead because it does an extra 1d8, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, but her sword is like glowing like a bright pink light.
Actually,
Huh?
I'm so sorry. This is my fault. So I completely just realized that they just entered rage. So your sword itself will do half damage. So how much was it for the sword?
Oh, okay. Are they fiend or undead?
No.
Okay. Let me check the rules again. The sword itself was 9, and then everything else was 27.
27. Okay, so one more time. So the sword, how much?
Was 9.
Okay, so that's cut in half.
And
so it's
then-
5.
And the rest was 27.
So 5 plus 27 is 32. Okay, cool. So he's pretty bad. Like, he is in bad shape right now. As you slice him down hard. That's my bad. Sorry about that.
Oh, so I don't kill them?
No, you don't kill him.
Sad.
I know.
Sad. Wait, make sure I rolled that right. Yeah, okay. And then that'll end my turn then.
All right. So, like, Alice, like, basically, he's basically dead. Because what happens is that you move in for his head, but he kind of claws at you, and so you proceed to cut off his front legs. And after cutting off his front legs, he tries to bite you again, and so you move in quick succession, and you cut off all 4 legs of the direwolf. So the direwolf is just like it's just a carcass on the ground now, snarling at you, as his 4 legs have been cut off. And so he can't move his leg, like he has no legs. And he's just snarling you in the ground. Else?
She'll she'll turn to everybody and be like, stay behind me, I got this. And she'll like glare over at the rest of the direwolves, like especially the ones over here and this one. And she'll be like, you're next.
Yeah, Kat is like holding a musk over. She's like, you don't have to tell me.
Alright, Gwen, you're up.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. One of them. I'm gonna do the one that's far. In a second. I'm gonna do. Alice went into the one I want to do. I'm actually gonna go for this one. It's okay. I am gonna go for this one.
Okay.
And she's gonna focus all of her blasts at the one, and she's gonna do repelling blast into each of them as well, trying to like push it into the tree.
All right.
Can I roll to hit?
Yep.
One nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah. A 12. 14. And 9.
All right. So how much damage total?
Do they all hit?
Yes.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, they have no armor.
So I have to do this as a crit for the first one.
If you crit on this, does it ignore the half damage because of them being in rage or no?
I think half damage is only physical. Magic doesn't count.
Right, yeah, sorry. You're right.
29. 39, 42. 42 plus 9. 51 damage, and it was repelling blast on all of the thingies.
So, to be clear, are you attacking one direwolf, two?
Yeah, she was attacking just the one.
Cool.
She was attacking this one.
Alright, I have one question. How do you want to kill it?
Yeah, so Gwen pulls out her arcane focus, which I don't know if anyone knows what a fushigi is. Does anyone know, like, the little ball? It was like a little magic ball. Okay, cool. Well,
wait, it's in the labyrinth. It's in the labyrinth. He has one of those.
Basically.
Yes!
She basically has this little orb that she kind of plays with on her arms. I don't know. I'll post something in the chat so you guys know. And it glows, and she uses it to focus 4 Eldritch blasts into this thing, and each one has a repelling blast into it. So I like to imagine that it gets pushed into this tree, and like a tree branch goes like right through it as she's like Eldritch blasting it into that tree.
All right, very nice. So you just blast it, and that direwolf is dead. As you just blasted the fuck out of it, and everyone sees Gwen's power pop off. As you fire off that blast, something strange happens. The mist, which was kind of whitish blue, the mist turns purple, and then it goes back to normal. And that's the end of Gwen's turn, I assume?
Yeah.
Alright. And so with the end of Gwen's turn, we now move on to the direwolves. The direwolves are up, and they are not here to make friends. The direwolves immediately move fast. 2 direwolves move straight for Percy.
Can I taunt them to try to target me, or at least like these ones or something?
No. And so the 2 direwolves, they charge straight for Percy. I'm gonna roll to hit.
Or moi?
So both hits. So 11 damage. And so 22 total damage against Percy.
Can I reaction uncanny dodge?
Yes.
Okay.
So you take 12 damage.
I don't know if it would. Oh, I was gonna say I don't know if it only halved one attack or both.
I'll just do the total.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. So you take 12 damage. Make sure to update your token. So, like Percy, she's fast, and so the direwolves, they move to slash out her heart, but she's able to move fast enough to where they only hit her shoulder. But she takes a bad cut to her shoulder. It's nasty as they howl at her. And with that being said, another direwolf runs straight for What's going on? There we go. So the direwolf runs straight for Nizora. He runs straight for her. 17. That does not hit. Nizora manages to dodge. Another direwolf goes for her, though. A nat 1. You get a free attack, Nizora.
Since I have Warcaster, can I use a spell?
Yes.
But, let's see what we got here. Let me go to spells. We're just gonna do simple, just a simple Toll the Dead. It's a wisdom save of 14.
Alright. They fail.
Yeah, baby. So like basically, she would like lift her hand up, and it'd just be like, it would be like full of necrotic energy. They were full of necrotic energy, and just like a big bell sound would be like, bong, and then they would take 9 necrotic damage.
All right, so he takes 9 necrotic damage as he just kind of like howls there in pain. And it is now Percy's turn. Actually, wait, I lied. There's still 3 direwolves. I almost forgot.
Oh.
So 3 direwolves all march up. One moves straight for Gwen. 21 hits.
Wait, is it attacking Gwen or Alice?
Gwen.
Okay.
Oh, Alice, sorry, Alice.
Okay, I was confused because the one that moved up in range was to Alice.
Yeah, no, you're all good. So you take 11 damage, Alice, as he walks up and slashes you. The other 2 direwolves, one of them goes for Kat and one of them goes for Gwen.
What was it to hit again on me?
21.
21.
Never mind.
So 18, one rolls 18 against Kat, which hits. Roll damage. 15, that gets max damage. 15 damage against Kat. So
I was going to do shield, but I just realised it'd meet it, so it wouldn't matter. So how much was that? 15?
Yeah, 15 total damage.
Fuck, I'm not looking good.
You take a bad cut. Like, Kat is not looking good. She takes a bad cut across her stomach. Her shirt, like, towards her stomach gets sliced through as you just see a huge, like, claw mark gash going through her stomach right now, and blood is pouring down on the ground. She is in bad shape.
God.
I'm gonna roll for the other one. With nat 1, Gwen, you get an opportunity attack. The direwolf gets bloodthirsty as it moves fast and it tries to snarl right at you. However, Gwen, you feel power fluctuating around you. The mist, when it turned purple, it seemed to give you energy. You feel more powerful here than you felt in your entire life. You feel more power than ever as this direwolf misses you and you get an opportunity attack. What do you want to do?
So unfortunate that I don't have Warcaster, so I have to actually bop him, right? I can't use a cantrip?
No, you can use a spell. I was gonna say,
Oh.
I didn't want to say it earlier, but well, not that I didn't want to, but I didn't like. It didn't really matter, but you can use spells as well. That's fine.
Can I Eldritch Blast then?
Yes, absolutely.
Would it only be the 2 because I just get an opportunity attack, so it's like 1 action, no bonus action?
Yes, I only allow 1.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like sidestep and toss my orb in the air and try to hit 17 and 22. Which is 10 damage plus 6 damage, 16 damage. And repelling blast on both, so it's gonna go back 10 feet.
All right. So he takes 16 damage. So like you just blast him with your balls, like just boom, boom, like he is blown back as he screeches in pain from this. And as he screeches in pain, he gets pushed back. As he gets pushed back from you. And that's the end of the direwolf's turn. And so, as the new round begins, you suddenly see the alpha is finally caught up. As the alpha suddenly marches up, and he marches from the woods right next to Alice. He's not close enough to attack her, as he's breathing very heavily. He's been running very fast. But I'm going to post in keynotes what he looks like. My goodness. There we go. Alright, in keynotes I posted them. This is the alpha.
Wood. Wood.
What?
Bro.
No, thank you. No, sir. No. I choose life. I'm going to die.
All right. Let
Okay.
me roll initiative for him.
Roll low.
18. All right.
Wait,
Yes.
didn't get to go.
Oh, I'm sorry, Percy. Go ahead.
Oh no.
No worries. So I, because they're still in the rage thing, right? So
Yep.
physical attacks aren't really gonna, yeah. So I'm gonna use shocking grasp on this guy that's right here. This blood dire wolf. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, and that's a 12 to hit.
12 hits.
Okay. And because Sybil is also 5 feet with him, can I add sneak attack damage to that? Or
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's wonderful news. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So that's 11 damage plus sneak attack damage, which is 9. So, in total, he's gonna take 20 damage. I think. Yes. That's how math works.
And what were you using again?
Shocking grasp.
All right. And 20 damage?
Yes.
All right. So he just kind of like his fur just kind of phases with the blood as he takes 20 damage, and it hurts. He takes it badly as he just stares at you in shock at you doing this. And with that being said, oh, I see what happened. I skipped you for the dire wolves. That's my bad. Okay. So with that being said, it is now Nyzora's turn. Nyzora, what do you want to do?
Bet. Alright, I'm muted. So the direwolf that attacked me and I got an opportunity attack, I'm gonna target that one. And she's like gonna like grab the wolf by the head and she's like, now you can feel my pain, and she'll cast inflict wounds on the wolf.
Alright.
And rolled a hit. It's an 11.
You hit?
Bet. And just because I want to get, what's it called? Used to Cleric, I'm going to use Channel Divinity with the damage. That's going to add a plus 10 modifier to this attack roll. So, this will be 36 necrotic damage.
Alright.
Alright, how do you want to kill him?
So, basically, what I imagine, as she's, like, grabbing the head, it's, the wolf's head starts to rapidly decay, and her fingers just sink into the head, and basically grabbing, like, crushing its skull, and, like, just, like, closing her fist until, like, the brain of the wolf is just, like, crushed, and she, like, shakes out her hand, like, wiping it clean. And she turns to the other wolf, and is like, alright, your turn. And she uses War Priest to use a physical attack, or with her Blood Spear.
Alright, very well done. And so, as... rolled a hit, sorry.
18.
You hit! You guys hear the same blood magic again?
4 damage.
So you deal 4 damage to the other one, as he just kind of screams out in pain. And after this direwolf watched you turn the first one into, like, decayed mesh, the direwolf, like, I'm gonna give you an option here. The direwolf would try to run away. Would you stop him, or would you let him?
I'll stop him.
Alright, in that case, never mind. Direwolf is not running away.
Can she, like, if he, like, turns, like, just to flavor this, if he turns around to, like, flee, she'll, like, slam her spear right in front of him, like, kind of caging him, so he wouldn't, like, run. And she's like, I'm not done with you.
That's exactly what happens, as the direwolf just, like, kind of, like, growls at you, angry at you, challenging him. as he wanted to run away. And so as that goes down, we go to Kat's turn. Kat is badly injured as the direwolf is growling in her face.
Yeah, I'm not happy with this. I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step the fuck away. I need some distance, man. So I'm gonna go. Who's distracted? I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go up here. Go up there. So I just basically disappear and reappear. And then I'm going to I know it's not going to do as much damage, but it's still something. So I'm still going to shoot with my musket, and I'm going to go for the one although Alice looks pretty surrounded. I'm going to go for this one here, right on the left of Alice. And I'm just going to shoot with the musket. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, nah, I'm good. Go for the other one.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll go for this one in front of Gwen then.
All right.
Seeing that Alice can pretty much handle herself. Let's see. That's a 22.
You hit.
Okay, nice. And it'll just be. It's going to be half of this, isn't it? So, did it roll? Does it come through? Okay, so not very good. It's not good. No, it takes 2 points. It's gonna take like 2-3 points of damage.
So I hate to say this, but you notice as you fire the bullets at the direwolf with it covered in blood like that, and it's enraged, your damage, it doesn't just get cut in half. It gets cut by double half. So what that means is that your damage goes from 3 to 1. It takes 1 damage.
Fuck, okay, well, I feel fucking useless now. It's like my whole thing, but okay.
And in layman's terms, it's very clear that bullets do not hurt these creatures at all, basically.
Okay. Can I don't know if you're going to let me do this, but is there a way for me to, like, figure out what things, like, these direwolves, like, what might be more damaging to them? Like, is there a particular type of, like, do they not like fire, acid, radiant? So, like, would I be able to figure that out or not?
So in terms of direwolves, there's no actual history or lore on them. Like these creatures are a mystery to you. Now, what you can do is roll a investigation check.
Oh, speaking my language. That's 22.
So for 22, you notice that these direwolves are covered in blood and fur. And something that doesn't mix well with blood is fire or oil or water. One of those 3 things.
Well, it just so happens. I mean, are you going to make me wait to throw oil on this thing?
No, I'll allow it.
Okay, I noticed this, and I'm going to try and throw, because I have some oil in my bag. I'm going to try and basically throw the oil onto a creature. I'm going to go... Who's got fire things? Who can do fire? I'll just
Quick question.
One again.
Throw it at the alpha.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's so annoying. True. Let me see if I can get close enough with my. I've teleported 30 feet, and now I'm gonna run back 30 feet. Wait, how do I do this without getting? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to.
It's not fire,
him.
but can we ignite the oil with electricity?
Yes, you can. And also, I was gonna say that you can throw it at him.
I know, but my throwing is 20 feet.
Well, I wouldn't go off of that. I would go off of your strength roll.
Oh, well, okay. I tell you what I'll do. I'll try and help myself a bit. I'll get a little bit closer. And I'm going to chuck it at the alpha. I'm going to throw it. My worst stat, everyone.
For this, to pull this off, I'm going to say 15.
I've got inspiration, though, so pray, everyone.
You got this.
Right, first roll.
Please.
Is a 12. Right, inspiration. Second roll. It's even worse. Oh no! No, my worst stat
I'll-
is to throw things. Why
I'll
have
give
I done
you
this?
one final roll because of the
Oh my
inspiration.
God.
Because of
Oh
the
my
inspiration.
God.
One final roll.
Okay. Not meant to be.
This is evil. This is
Oh
evil.
no! Not even a 1, a 0.
So here's what happens. So here's what happens. So basically here's what happens. Here's what we're gonna do. So Kat, she throws it awfully. She tries to throw the oil towards the alpha, but it's an awful throw, and it's landing towards Alice. Alice, I'm gonna give you the chance to catch it and throw it at the alpha. You need to make a dex check. Or no,
You see me throw it, and I just go shit. I think that's what I was like. Alice!
You said a straight dex check.
yes, dex check.
This definitely should have been the other way around. Come on, Alice!
And...
Okay, so I'm gonna say you're fastest. Now roll sleight of hand,
Okay.
and then roll strength.
Oh god, this is scary. 6.
Oh my god.
Wait. Let me look at my. I think I might have a thing. Where the fuck did it go?
Alice, you sound very quiet, by the way.
Oh, is this better?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Cool. Okay, can I use my restore balance sorcery trait to give myself advantage?
Say no.
Oh.
Sorry. What'd you
Okay,
roll?
well,
What'd you
that's a
roll?
6.
Did you roll? Okay.
6.
So with 6, you're like Alice, she's like jumbling about, like her hands are like finicking with it. And because of you finicking with it, you're gonna roll a strength check with disadvantage.
Oh my god, come
okay,
on.
then can I use my sorcery to get rid of the disadvantage?
No, sorry. I'm like
Alright,
the reason why is because I'm already kind of going off flavor in the first place. Like technically you wouldn't be like realistically to D&D rules you wouldn't be able to do this, but I'm flavoring it and I don't want to go too off the flavor here. So
Okay, you said
yeah, go ahead.
Dex save, right?
No, strength check.
Oh, strength check. I'm
Yes.
with disadvantage. Okay. 16.
So with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Alright, with 16, you jumble it about like you're jumbling it in your hands. It's like falling left and right in your hands, and as it's jumbling about, you quickly like push it off of yourself, like just to get rid of it. You push it off of yourself, and as you do, you're shocked that you throw it perfectly as it flies straight into the alpha's face, and he gets like covered in oil. And as he does, he screeches "No!" as you watch as the alpha he falls on the ground face first. He's laying on his belly, and the oil seems to solidify, and his fur begins to merge with the oil. And just like that, the alpha is, like, basically stuck to the ground. The oils become like ice as he's stuck to the ground now.
Ew. Gross.
I just look back at Cat, like slowly.
I'm just like stunned. I'm like mouth open.
I have like the biggest shit-eating grin on my face, but I say nothing.
Like the stupidest thing I've ever done. I just shrug. Like, okay.
I just like raise an eyebrow, say nothing, and I just like adjust the grip on my sword and look back towards the direwolves. Like,
Well, that is definitely all Cat has got in her at this point, so that ends my turn.
Alright, so very well done. So that flies off, and the alpha, he's pinned to the ground by the oil. And so as that happens, basically the creature is pinned to the ground. At the end of Cat's turn, I'm gonna go for Sybil. Sybil, she would use your crossbow again. And she would fire towards the direwolf next to Nizora. She hits. And she deals 10 damage, which would be 5. So it's 5 damage towards the direwolf. That's it. The Sybil's turn. It's now the Alpha's turn, and the Alpha, he remains pinned to the ground by the oil. He can't move. It's now Alice's turn.
Oh shit. Okay. Do I want to let 2 of them get opportunity attack on me? Let me look at my spells. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna step slightly closer. And these 2 can get opportunity attack if they want.
Alright.
Wait, actually...
They both miss.
Actually, I want to go to up here.
Alright. So you move upon the Alpha, and he's pinned to the ground, and you hear him whispering something to himself.
Ooh. What does he say?
He says, "Kill me. Please. Kill me. I am not who you see me to be. I am all of them, and none of them at the same time. Please kill me. Kill me, or it never ends. Kill me. Kill all of them. Kill the branches. Kill the leaves. Kill the tree. Kill me."
She's just gonna burning hands, like she's like,
Yeah, and you're like, no problem.
she's like, I don't want to deal with this. I can't really make it hit anyone else also, so it just hits him. And that's a dex save of 12. But does it auto hit since he's prone, or does he just get disadvantage?
It's auto hit.
Okay. So yeah, I'm doing burning hands. Oh wait, I accidentally clicked the spell twice. Okay. That is 17 fire damage, and it also catches the oil on fire.
Alright. Roll damage.
17.
So with the 17 with the oil, I'm going to say that the damage is tripled. So 17 times 3, that is 51, if my math is correct. So 51
Yes.
damage. So you deal 51 damage, and like he is burning badly. And as he's burning badly, like you are torching him alive, and the oil continues to multiply. And so 51 actually becomes 151, and then it becomes 351 as the damage just keeps multiplying from the oil. Let's just say Cat had like a fat fucking bowl of oil as the fire just keeps burning the Alpha badly. And as the Alpha burns, he says something. He says something that catches Alice's ears very strongly. He says, "Please, please kill the sacred tree. And whatever you do, don't trust Jester." And he says
Alice
finally,
is not gonna react. Like she's just staring at him like blank faced.
his last words, he says, and tell Gwen that Void loves her, but that he's stuck in pain. And the alpha dies right there. Burned to death.
Do the other wolves do anything now that he's dead? I'm like...
All the dire wolves begin to run away.
No. Can I, like, firebolt one of them? Or, like, is initiative still in? Or...
Initiative is over. So you guys are free to do as you like.
Yeah, firebolt this one.
Yeah. Alright, so Alice, go ahead and fire off Firebolt. Nizora, what are you doing? And Gwen, what are you doing? What did you want to say, Gwen?
I was gonna fireball these, but...
Okay, yeah, go for it. Absolutely.
Do it.
Yeah, roll. For anyone that still wants to attack, that's completely fine. I will give everyone a chance to attack. Go ahead and roll what you want to attack.
Since you're doing these, I'll go for one of these then.
It's a deck 16.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll give them disadvantage because they're in fear of their lives. So they both fail.
There's 3 of them?
Well, I mean, I guess you can count the third one. He's a carcass, but you can count him.
Okay. Well, it's 23 fire damage.
Alright, how do you want to kill them?
Gwen sees them running away and she rubs her ball kind of like between her palms and it starts glowing. And it turns into a little fireball that she just pushes at them.
Alright.
And it goes boom.
So it goes boom, and like they're all just reduced to ashes, dead. Very well done.
So can I firebolt this one?
Yes.
Okay, that's 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then 14 fire damage.
How do you want to kill it?
You just like a little, like it starts off like a little beam of like little fire shoot towards it, but as it hits the wolf, it kind of like combusts and like just burns it, like catching it on fire.
Alright, it's caught on fire, so direwolf is killed right there.
I'm gonna, like, once the wolf, what's it called, turns around to run, I'm gonna grab it from its back.
Actually, sorry to interrupt you, but it's actually woof.
Man, shut the fuck up!
Bro, don't make me leave the call.
Okay, continue. Apologies.
The wolf. I grab it from its back and sink my nails into it, casting Inflict Wounds. Let me roll it. 16. Peak Cinema.
You hit.
And that'll deal 20 necrotic damage.
How do you want him to die?
Bet. So, because it's like running away, I would imagine it's like pulling against me, but because my nails are sinking into it, like, it would kind of like, I'm just holding it still. It's pulling itself apart. So I'm basically just grabbing the other half, like the back half of the wolf, up into the air, and like the front half is like scrambling a bit before dying. Yeah. I'm just holding the ass of a wolf, or wolf.
Nice. And so he's just dead. The other ones get away. Like, to my count, 2 get away. All the rest of them are all dead. And as they all like are running away and are dead, Jester removes his blade and goes, "Well then, you all did splendidly."
Unlike you, who just hid like a coward.
Well, I'm not a fighter, dear. I'm an escort.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it your whole job to make sure we get there alive?
Well, I can do my best, but I'm just Jester. You don't expect me to fight against those dire wolves, do you?
Then why not hide all of us under your blanket like last time?
Dire wolves have strong sense of smell. They'd be able to find us if we hid under the blanket, and then we all would have died.
Makes sense.
Can I
No, makes
use
sense to
message?
me.
What else?
Yeah, I want to use message to send a message to Gwen.
Okay, go for it.
I think there's a word limit on it. Oh. Anyway, basically, I'm just gonna say like when you hear like in your head my voice and you can tell it's coming from me, and you just hear right before the alpha died, it spoke to me. It told me not to trust Jester, and it told me that Void loves you. And that's it. I'm not adding the pain part. I'm sorry, girl. I can't put Gwen through that.
She blushes a little bit thinking about Void loving her, and she looks at Jester, and she goes, "How did you help me escape last time?"
You see, dear, as much as I would love to go over the details, we have to hurry. You just saw the reason why we can't dilly-dally. There's more monsters just like that all around the place. We have to run
And
now. Doodaloo, let's hurry, come on.
And you saw how easily we took out those, so what's a few more? Besides, she asked you a question, as I, like, get my sword out, like, aimed at him.
Well, I wouldn't say easily. The emotional girl seems to be the one who took out the worst of it, as he points his finger at Kat.
We did much more to them than they did to us. Now answer her question.
Kat, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if you had anything to say to what he just said.
I think Kat is just too busy, like, mentally processing everything that fake canon voice said.
Fair. So, to respond to Alice, Jester's eyes narrow. Well, maybe you're strong, but I'm not. I'd like to make sure we could all get there safely, myself included. So we must really hurry now. And as he says this, you guys see what appears to be a green flare shoot off into the air. It's like a green smoke flare as it shoots off into the air, not far from you guys, less than 5 minutes away. And as it shoots off into the air, you hear a faint yelling of a man yelling and saying, "Help! We need help!" As you hear this man yell out loud, and the flare shoots off in the same direction of the yell.
Real quick, can I use healing hands on Kat?
Yes.
Cool. You get 3d4 health on the roll right now.
Oh, thank you.
Jester,
I want to know where you touch me as you provide me with this health.
I just pat your head as like a shimmer goes from the top of your head to your feet, like slowly shimmering down you, kind of like a princess transformation, like magic girl transformation, and it just heals you for 8 HP.
You just see Kat look like she's had like a glow up, like she's just done like a whole night routine face mask.
Like
she's like, whoa. Wow, okay. Thank you.
She'll nod, and do we recognize the voice of the cry for help?
No, you never heard his voice before.
Well, Jester, what do you think? You think we go help him? Isn't that
absolutely
what you want?
Absolutely not. We need to hurry and get out of here. Come on. As he
I thought you wanted to help people escape.
That you were an escort.
I thought you were supposed to help.
Jester's fists curl up and he gets a little angry. Look, I understand that maybe you might not fully trust my word, but believe me when I say that these direwolves are just the beginning. We need to hurry to the best place ever right now. Now I say we go my way. If you want to risk your life, then I guess go ahead. But if you want to live, then you'll follow me. And you'll notice Jester's voice goes from very kiddish and playful in the beginning to more like kind of mean and demonic towards the end. It's like, you come with me, come on! As Jester kind of begins marching forward slowly.
Yeah, no, and I'm gonna run in the direction of the voice.
You're the escort, so you have to escort these other people unless we're not going.
Alright, so Alice begins running towards the voice. And
where is the voice coming from? Oh, sorry.
You're good. Nizora, she begins to, one second, Okay, here we go. So Alice begins running in the direction of the voice as well as the smoke signal, and Izora agrees with Alice. What are the rest of you doing? Like, what's going on? Tell me, each of you. Let's start off with Gwen. What are you doing, Gwen?
Oh, Gwen is kind of looking at him with narrowed eyes, and I was gonna cast a spell, but I was kind of waiting for others to move away.
Okay. So you stand and wait. Nizora, are you gonna follow Alice? What are you doing?
She would just be like, kind of just like talking to the Jester. Like, she's like, no bullshit. All right, either do this with us or we're leaving. Like, she'll lag behind a bit. Like, take up the rear once everyone leaves if they go.
So here's the problem. Gwen and Izora both want to stay in the same spot, and both are waiting for others to leave. So we gotta. So do you guys?
I don't, if it's just Nizora, I'll wait.
Okay.
But as many people as want to leave, I'll wait.
Okay, Kat, what are you doing?
I'm definitely trying to get. I need to get to this portal. Like, now that she's had that sort of like. I know she knows it now wasn't real, but she can't help hearing like Cannon's voice in her head, and she just feels very strongly that she needs to get back to the Federation. So she just wants to leave.
Sybil would say, here, I'm gonna try to play Sybil.
Oh boy.
All life is precious. We have to help those people who might need our help. Come on, let's go. As she follows Alice, like very quickly following Alice.
What? No, we need to go. We need to leave.
And so Alice and Sybil, they're determined to go help people, so they ignore what you're saying as they continue marching towards the voice. As they're marching away, Nizora wants to help as well. Maybe she doesn't want to help, but she doesn't trust Jester. And right now, Gwen, Kat, and Jester, and Nizora are all in front of Jester as Jester's like crosses his arms. Unbelievable! What do you do, Gwen?
What about Percy? Did Percy say?
Oh my God! I'm so sorry, Percy. You're so quiet. I forget sometimes. You're so quiet.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Percy.
Sorry.
You're so quiet. You gotta speak up, girl. You gotta speak up.
Okay. I don't know what I want to do right now because I don't want to go save this guy, but Alice is my money. So I don't know if I would. I actually, you know what I want to do? I am gonna use my little, what's it called? My ghost step tattoo to kind of become translucent for a little bit. And I'm gonna not entirely follow Sybil and Alice, but just kind of get in a position where it's like back away from Jester, but not too far away from those guys. Like midway, if that's possible. Midway between Jester and the girls.
That's fine.
Are running after the flare. Yeah, I want to go there.
All right. So, Gwen, what are you doing?
I think, yeah.
Okay, so this will either be pretty cool or it's gonna do absolutely nothing. So, Gwen kind of like walks closer to Jester and she says, "Show us what you really are." And she's gonna use Dispel Magic at the 3rd level.
Oh.
Ooh.
Turns out you are useful.
Do you say that in character?
In character. God, I was not saying that in person. In character.
I swear to God, when I get a chance, I'm killing you.
Oh, same here, sweet cheeks. Like,
Maybe we do that after we get out of here.
And so, as he says that, you say that, I'm gonna. His form completely changes, and he shows his true appearance to all of you. I'm gonna show you what Jester really looks like.
Oh God!
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I didn't leave.
Please no.
It's almost as if my
I'm
suspicions
sorry,
were
Alice.
true. Easy.
Bro, why were you scared to do this in front of everybody, though?
She was just thinking. She doesn't fully know what she's capable of, to be honest.
Fair warning, this image is disturbing.
Oh, great.
God.
Yummy.
And this is where Cat turns and runs.
I'm putting it in keynotes. This is what Jester really looks like.
Yeah, fuck off. No,
running.
Wood.
No!
Ag,
That immediately goes runs the opposite direction. Fuck that
That's
shit.
funnier than the
Like-
original Jester.
like-
No,
If you have
No.
a fear of holes, people, like,
do not look at that shit.
don't look
That's worse
closely
than I
at
thought
this
it would be.
image. Oh,
I'm gonna post. I'm gonna show it in the stream real quick. 1 second.
oh god. Why is it freaking me out? It's not
Okay,
even
but-
that bad in some ways, but like the more I look at it, the worse it gets.
It's just like Dora would just look up at it and is like, "Well, you do have a face that only a mother would love."
Kat looks at Gwen just like, put it back! Put it back!
It's definitely worse than I thought it would be.
What did you say?
How does this thing go?
It says worse than I thought it would be.
Oh, it's worse than you thought it would be.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's an ugly motherfucker.
I think he's kind of cute, actually,
I'd
but
fucking.
Gwen wouldn't.
What fucking freak?
And so he appears there and he says, "Now why did you have to do that? Why did you have to spoil the surprise?" As he opens his mouth and he tries to grab Gwen. Gwen, roll a dex save.
Can I help her?
Yes.
Like, not kill. Fuck off.
You have advantage.
Do I get advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Nat 20.
So, so Gwen is in shock as he almost manages to eat Gwen, but Nizora actually wraps her hand around Gwen's wrist, and despite their differences, she saves her life as Nizora pulls Gwen out of the bite of this monster, and is like both pulled to the side. Oh, the queen will see you. If I don't bring you there, then one of the lords will. As Jester just runs off into the woods.
Ugh. Okay, I take it back. Let's find another way home.
Gwen is gonna shake her wrist to make Nizora let go, and she'd be like, "I didn't need your help."
No, it kind of looked like you did. And if anything, I don't like you, but personally, I'd like to kill you myself, not that ugly motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll see if you get the chance. And I'm gonna start running in the direction of Alice. And
Yeah,
And,
I'm
Nizora-
walking that way.
Okay, and Nizora would just lead up the back. Like, she would, like, walk back. She ain't running.
Alright. Everyone roll a perception check.
Boy!
My worst stat.
Oh no, it's
Shit,
not.
you
A good
guys,
stat. My best stat. What am I?
20.
Oh, it's not that great. Okay.
I got you guys.
Come on, baby. 17.
Perception. Disgrace.
So yeah, what do we think about Jester?
bruh.
I like his
that
roll form
is
more.
Negative
not-
10 out of 10. Horrible experience, would not do it again.
Would.
Took of inspiration to Gwen, by the way, for the dispel magic idea.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Brava.
Gracias, gracias. I was really nervous it would do nothing because of the nature of maybe how he was hiding himself. I was like, this will either be cool or I'm gonna have no spell slots.
Alright, so here's what happens. So as you guys run towards the voice, Alice is there first, and here's what you see. You see these flying bugs in the air, 4 of them. And they all are large in size, about 8 feet tall. And as they're buzzing in the air, you see them they open their mouths and they're trying to eat people. You see 4 people all like fighting for their lives. Meanwhile, you see what appears to be a wagon. Like a wagon and a cart. And you see a massive not massive, but like a human-sized cage on the back of the wagon that you see. And you see all these people like fighting for their lives right now. I'm gonna put you guys on the map, and I'm gonna post in keynotes what they look like.
A cage? Whoa. Hot. Hot.
What
Hot.
the fuck are those?
Hot. Also wood on the bugman.
No! What are they?
Honest, yeah.
Ebra? Hot.
Nah, you can take the humans. I want the bugs.
Rem? Hot. Hey, there's 4 bugs. We can share.
I know. You take 2, I take 2.
Okay.
Heck.
Naya? Hot. Hot. Ew. Bro, look at those legs!
Guys are so weird.
Damn! Hot.
So you see that the bugs look injured, but these people look injured as well. Like they all look to be in bad shape right now. And we're not gonna do initiative yet. What do you guys want to do? Alice, you're up first.
Who looks in the worst shape?
In the worst shape is Corey. So Corey, you see that Corey, he's on his back, and the bug is on top of him, and he's right now. It looks like the bug is like biting where his heart is. So he's trying to bite out his heart.
Oh yeah, I'm running up to him and lay on hands, giving him as much HP as I can, which my max is 15.
All right.
So do I give all 15, or is he full before that?
You give all 15. So you give him 15 HP as he gets his heart, like you watch as the skin around where his heart is, it regrows. And the man bug like notices what you're doing, and it kind of as it turns its head towards you and is angry at what you're doing.
Can I attack it or no?
Oh, well, usually on hands. Well, actually, yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, I said I figured, so I was like...
Okay. So,
I'd want to attack as well, so...
Okay. So,
okay, I heal, you guys attack.
So you heal Corey, and Nizora and Gwen... okay, so what are the rest of you doing? Nizora, Gwen, Kat, Percy, what are you guys doing?
Figuring it out. Let's see here.
Let me have a look. The bugs, can they speak?
You don't know. You haven't heard them talk.
Okay. Can I... Must be touching this. Doesn't mean I can speak it though. I was gonna think about whether I could comprehend their language, but I don't think it lets me speak back to them in the same language, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't know.
You could try.
I guess I'm looking at this situation and I'm seeing giant bug creatures and these people, and I've been pretty beaten up and I'm still a little bit worse for wear. I'm like
roll
cautious
an
about
intelligence
getting
check.
involved. Okay. Just stop. Just stop asking me to roll, Cap.
Even damage.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just give up now.
So with a 12, surprisingly, so Kat, when you were a professor and you studied different artifacts, you would have a colleague who would talk about different kinds of creatures that were discovered by the Federation. A while back, they used to send teams to try to capture the monsters in the abyss to study them. And these man bugs were one of the creatures captured. And there was a huge article about it and talked about how these creatures that basically it was explaining how the Federation is very lucky that these creatures stay in the abyss, because if they were to use their wings to fly away, that they have the capability of multiplying 10 times a day. So they can basically have billions if they wanted to. However, the abyss keeps their population under control. You also read about how their only goal seems to be to get hearts. Hearts are the only thing they can eat.
So we just basically like there's no negotiating them. We just got to kill them. Is basically what I'm gathering here, because they are a massive threat.
So at the end of the article, there's a very interesting hypothesis that these creatures have the potential of being domesticated, and not only can they be domesticated, but they have a weird sense of intelligence when they are. And so because of you reading this, you know a few of their phrases. So one of the man bugs speaks, and you hear what it says, and you understand a few of the words. It says, must save him. And that's all you understand.
Okay, I think Kat would just take it upon herself to be like the smartest in the room, and she steps forward, and she is gonna cast comprehend language, so for an hour she can understand fully what they're saying. She might not be able to respond back fully, but she'll be able to understand them, so she's gonna cast that.
Yeah, you don't speak their language at all, but you understand them.
No, so she understands what they're saying, so she's gonna whatever phrase, like, can she say anything that's like, I'm not a threat? Like, can she say, or like, gesture in some way, like hands in the air and be like, we come in peace kind of deal?
So you can, however, you'll notice that they are like hardcore focused on their goal. Like they're not paying attention to you.
Okay, I just shout then. I go, hey! Over here! This way! I'm like pointing at myself.
As you yell, they look at you, like one man bug looks at you for a moment, but as he looks at you, his gaze turns to Gwen. And it says, Provision! I'll post in Kinos exactly what that word is.
Well, I'll understand it. I'll tell her what it says.
So you know that Prisavon, in their language, it means princess.
I turn and look at Gwen and I'm like, they're saying you're the princess. What princess? From here?
Prisavon! Prisavon! As the man bug suddenly, the man bug no longer is trying to attack the woman. It turns around and begins moving towards Gwen. And as it does, she takes an opportunity attack. I'm gonna roll to hit.
Oh shit! Okay. Whole
So
thing.
with a 20, she hits. This woman, she's angry as she has a warhammer and she swings at the back of the head of the man bug. I'm rolling damage.
Shit. Okay. We're about to get in a fight.
So she deals 33 damage as the hammer sparks off lightning. So it's a lightning hit with the hammer as she slams it. Fuck you! You fucking monster! As she slams it into its head and the man bug dies right there.
Oh. Shit. Okay. I call out to this woman and I'm like, "Bah!" Okay.
So funnily enough, as Kat tries to call out to the woman who just smashed his head, she actually breathes a sigh in exhaustion as she's covered in wounds and she passes out right there. She goes unconscious.
Okay. Well. Shit. Okay. Gwen, explain.
Well, I don't know.
You're a princess of the book people.
Apparently, let's see if that's a good thing.
What do you mean apparently? Like, how do you not know a thing like that?
Let me test something, and she's just gonna walk closer to this one with her hands up and be like, am I your... And she's gonna try to say the word,
Try to say it.
Prisivon?
So as you say that, the man bug, it kind of it's staring at Alice, and it's like way too focused on Alice. But as you say Preservon, it turns its head to look at Gwen, and I'm gonna give Alice an opportunity attack. Alice, what do you want to do? Do you want to hit this bug, or are you gonna let Gwen talk to it?
No, I'm gonna let Gwen talk to it. I don't want to kill him.
Okay.
She's more
We're
focused
nice
on helping
people.
this guy.
Fair.
Can I just like ready my sword, like if needed to attack, like if it starts being hostile? But like she'll see Gwen talking to it, and then she'll like be like, okay, like I'm ready, like.
Does anyone else want to do anything?
I'm just in shock. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
She's
Up to you,
It's like-
princess.
Yeah, no, she's still got her hands up then, looking at the bug. And she says, do you know where Void is?
So, the man bug, it stares at you. And as it does, Gwen's hair begins to glow. And as Gwen's hair begins to glow, the man bug, it opens its mouth and it begins to do a screeching sound. However, as it does, you hear a question in your head, Gwen, and it says, "Who do you love?"
Oh shit.
She'll reply back in her head, looking at him, thinking surely this was the bug, and she'll say, "Void, always."
The moment that you say that in your mind, the moment that you say void, all three of the bugs explode into pieces. All three of them dead immediately.
What the fuck?
Okay.
As all three man bugs screech in pain, and they all are reduced to nothing more than goo on the floor, dead.
I still
Well,
look over
that's
at
one
Gwen.
way to
Why
solve a
didn't you do
problem.
that with the wolves? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I mean, they just spoke to me in my head, and I responded, and then they all just kind of boom.
So you heard
Okay.
a magical voice in your head, and then they just magically exploded. Okay, that
Uh-huh.
makes total
Hearing voices in my head is
sense.
nothing new.
Okay, so she's a psychopath.
Oh, is it now? Okay, so she's crazy.
It would be great if Pip and
Uh-huh.
Nook was here right now, actually,
Oh, no.
to give us a little insight on this.
Fuck is Pippin Dog?
You've met him before. Remember, he said he didn't like. He thought your dress was dirty.
Oh, buddy, you shouldn't have said that. She
That
was
was
like, think back, and she was like, "Fuck you mean my dress was dirty?" And she's like, "That you were that bitch?" And like, she'll like point at Gwen.
Yes. Look, I was just translating what Pippin said.
Your imaginary friend. I'm pretty sure you were thinking that. But she's like, they turn away and scratch your head. Like, too tired. This is bullshit. I'm too old for this.
Well, anyway, who are these people?
So as like Corey, he looks at Alice and he says, "You saved my life. Thank you so much." As he slowly gets up and kind of dusts himself off, it's an honor to meet you. My name is Corey. As he offers his hand to Alice.
she'll like shrug, but shake his hand, and be like, "I do what I can."
No, you do much more than you can. You saved my life. Those creatures came out of nowhere. They started buzzing around and they were spewing acid at us. They almost killed me right there, but you saved me. I don't know what you want, but you can have it.
I just want to leave here.
He nods. Well, I'm more than happy to help you get out of here. Me and my team, we entered here through the gate at the Carven Empire. We were hired to come here to find someone. But with what's happened so far, I think we want to retreat. The money's not worth dying.
Retreat to where? Where are you from?
One moment. Team, fall in! They're friendlies! Fall in now, on me! Let's go! Everana and Rem both walk up as they kind of shrug. Everana yells out, "Is there a reason why all the bugs exploded into fucking bits?" And Rem shrugs, "No idea, but whoever did it deserves a drink on me. Those things were gross."
I just gestured towards Gwen. She did that.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn Wonder.
Corey's eyes would widen. Your name is Gwendolyn? Gwendolyn Wonder. As he pulls out a flyer, and there's a picture on it of Gwen as a child, and he pulls it out, and he says, "Is this you?" As he points at the flyer of you on it.
Well, that's a piece of paper, but I am Gwendolyn Wonder.
He nods. It's good to. I can't believe this. Our luck is crazy. You all just saved our lives, and we get to get our job done, and no one has to die. As Corey walks up to you, it's an honor to meet you, Gwen. My name is Corey. I'm a mercenary from the Carven Empire. I was hired by the Wonder family to come bring you in. They said they had a vision of you showing up here, that we had to bring you home.
My family?
Yes, your mother and father. They said they were worried about you, that they wanted you to come home. That it's been long enough.
But they put me here.
Well, I don't know anything about that. All I know is that they want you home. And me and my team, we were hired. My name is Corey. The one in armor, that's Everana. The one who doesn't look like she cares is Rem. And the one who passed out over there is Nia, our strongest. I'll go check up on her in a second. If any of you have any healing spells, I'd appreciate it.
But you know how to get out of here?
Absolutely. We marked our path to be able to leave.
Okay.
I already used all my healing magic. That's basically it. I'm out.
Corey's eyes would kind of shift. Wait a second. I sense someone here. Someone that's translucent. Come out! I can sense you!
Is he talking about me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright, I guess. She's just gonna like roll her eye. Just be like, you know, you're like not supposed to sense that, but whatever. I mean, I guess you seem fine.
As Percy appears, she says hi. Corey, his eyes like look at her, and they kind of widen a little bit as he blushes, and he says, "Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out like that." As he's clearly flustered, like he's looking at Percy. He's like, damn. As he's smitten right off the bat.
No, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. And she's just gonna like give him like a shrug, just like it's fine. You know, the bugs were like eating you, so I get it. No need to apologize.
My name's Corey. What's your name?
Percy.
Percy. That's an interesting name. It sounds like something that people in the sea have. Are you from the ocean?
No, I'm from the mainland. Divine Union.
Oh. Well, apologies for the mistake. It's good to meet you. Anyway, who are all of you? Are you friends of Gwendolyn?
Friends is a strong word. No, I'm from the Phantom Federation. My name's Nizora.
He nods. All right, well, we have our horses and carriage right over there. However, there's one thing I need to tell you. You cannot open the cage door. We have a prisoner in there, and you cannot let him out. He's a very intelligent man, very crafty. He tried to kill all of us in our sleep last night, but Everana managed to sense him, and we knocked him out, caged him. But you cannot open the door no matter what he says.
Who is it?
Okay.
It's a man that hasn't told us his name. All we know about him is that he's powerful. Everana was able to knock him out by deceiving him. She pretended to be someone that he was looking for.
I just glance at the cage to see if I could see who's in it.
So before we get to that, is anyone else doing or saying anything before we find out who's in this cage?
Nah.
No, I'm good. I'm just waiting to see. Like, I'm just itching to get back to some semblance of normality because this is just insane.
Same.
Yep. So I'm going to post the man in the cage. As you all walk up to it, Gwen, I want you to roll a history check.
Oh, it's not good. It's the nat 1.
So, roll advantage.
It's a 15.
So 15, you're like suddenly your mind jolts as a memory flashes before you. A memory of someone that you met inside this abyss. Someone that was nice to you. In the cage, you see the adult version of Rare.
Rare.
Or was it Ryer? I think it was Ryer.
Damn. She's gonna tilt her head. I remember him.
The moment that Ryer sees you, his eyes widen. Gwen. Or actually no, he doesn't say Gwen. He says actually no, he would say Gwen, sorry. He says, "Gwen, it's you. Gwendolyn. It's me, it's Ryer. I've been looking for you all this time. My love."
What? Love?
Yeah. I'm your fiance, remember? As he pulls out his right hand and... Actually, no, correction, his left hand. He pulls out his left hand and you see a wedding ring on his finger. It's me, your fiance.
I don't know that I remember that.
Gwen, it's me. Don't you remember? I was there when you got that scar on your stomach. The one that looks like it swirls up into okay, I don't remember what your scars would look, but he would say like one of the scars that matches one of your scars.
She kind of traces over like where that scar is and she says, "Then what happened?"
You got it saving my life. A monster attacked us and you jumped in the way. You saved my life. And then the monster dragged you away. Don't you remember? As his eyes narrow at you. Don't you remember what happened? That monster came out of nowhere. The man who called himself Void. He attacked me. You protected me. And then he stole you away. He kidnapped you. And I've been looking for you this entire time. But it's actually you. I've missed you so much, my love.
Gwen is just like, shaking her head, and she doesn't remember any of this, and she slowly brings her hands up to her ears, and she covers them, and she turns around.
Your memory.
And she just no.
So your memory, suddenly, your memory begins to flash through your mind, and you see an image of Void putting that scar on you. You see an image of Void punching Ryer and knocking him out. You see an image of you screaming and crying as Void hoisted you over his shoulder and dragged you away. He dragged you away from a beautiful castle, from a beautiful fiancée. And Void laughs and said, "You're all mine now. But don't worry, you'll forget all of this." As Void takes you away, and that memory flashes through your mind.
She's literally still doing the same thing, because she's about to crash out. She's not doing good. She is literally shaking with her back to the cage, with her hands over her ears, and her eyes wide, and she doesn't know what to do right now.
So as all these memories flash through Gwen, suddenly, she goes unconscious. Gwen passes out right there. It's too much for her to handle. Too many different memories flooding through her mind. One memory she sees is of Void kidnapping her and putting that scar on her. But then she sees another memory of Void holding her gently inside of the abyss. Of Void flying her away and saving her. Different memories flood her mind now. She sees memories of her and Ryer being able to play together in the playground. She sees a memory of her and Ryer having dinner together. She sees the memory of Ryer getting on one knee and proposing to Gwen, but then she sees another memory of Void telling her how much he loves her and that he proposed to her. She sees all these memories flooding through her mind, and then suddenly, Gwen just snaps and goes unconscious on the ground right there.
Can I catch her?
You catch Gwen, and you hold her as she's unconscious. What are the rest of you doing? You're saying
for once, can things just be normal? What the fuck is going on? And I say this in character, like, just crushing out myself, just being like, what? There's bug people passing out. What the fuck is going on?
You said you could get us out of here, right? She's gonna ask to Corey. How about we move that along, because I don't know how much longer our friends can take it in here. And she's gonna point to Gwen.
I'm sorry, what happened? I'm so sorry. I got an important text. Okay, repeat what you said. I'm sorry.
No worries. Percy's gonna look to Corey and be like, "You said you have a way out of here. We should probably gonna move on, because I don't know how much longer our friends can take it in here." And she's gonna point to Gwen.
So Corey nods. I completely agree. Listen up, everyone. Gwen and her team, they're all a part of us now. We're gonna head over to the gate to get to the Carven Empire. Everyone stay in formation. Everana, I want you with the horses. Make sure nothing spooks them off. Keep them calm. Rem, go wake up Nia. The rest of you can follow along as you like. Please do not get in our way. We know what we're doing. We're trained mercenaries. As Corey steps up forward, and as he does, Ryer yells out, "These people do not actually want to help you. They're hunters. They're going to kill you. Please, let me out of the cage and I can help you."
I'm just holding Gwen, like, in my arms, and I'm gonna glare at him and be like, "What did you do to her?"
I didn't do anything to her. I told her the truth. I love her. I would never try to hurt her. It's killing me that I can't hold her myself. Please, open the cage, please.
You really think I'm ever going to let you touch her? One word from you, and she's like this.
I swear to you, I did not want that to happen. I want to be there for her. I love her. Please.
Insight.
Go ahead, roll it. Percy and Kat, are you guys doing anything about this?
Can I, before we head out, can I approach one of those bug creatures and try and take some, like, sample-y things from it? Or see if it's got anything, like, interesting that I can take with me?
So the only parts that are left are armored parts. So you managed to get an armored part of its wing, along with an armored part of its toe.
I basically just, like rip it off, and I'm just, like, shoveling it in my backpack, to test on later. And then I'm just having to think if I can do anything else. I think that is everything I wanted to do before we left off. I'm basically just trying not to get involved in all of this drama, so I'm just gonna see what happens from there.
Roll a perception check, Gwen.
Gwen?
Not Gwen, sorry. Everyone except for Gwen.
Also, the insight was 17.
So if 17, he's not telling the full truth.
Yeah, I'm not. I bet, like, just glare at him and be like, liar. That's a nat 1 perception.
Oof.
I'm just too focused on, like, carrying Gwen, like, unconscious bridal style in my arms.
So you guys all begin to move in formation with the horses and carriage. And as you do, Ryer keeps pleading towards all of you. Please, let me out. I promise you, if you let me out, then no one needs to get hurt. Please.
I know you are hiding things from us. Why do you think What in your mind makes you think I will ever let you out? After what you did to Gwen?
Ryer, he sighs. If you don't let me out, then you're all going to die here.
I just shake my head and be like, if you really cared, you would explain more than just saying these shallow words.
Ryer begins to laugh. Darkly laugh. He puts his hand over his face. I do love her. I love her so much that I will kill anyone in my way to take her, because she belongs to me. She will be mine amongst the abyss. Her and I will be king and queen, and we will rule over all of Avelius Abyss together. While the people like you'll be nothing more than the food for our tree. As he just begins like roaring. I call the lords of the abyss! I call you now!
Can we knock him out?
Yeah, can we do something?
Yeah.
Like, knock him the fuck out.
Like, I just want to, like, grab, like, a piece of my cloak and just shove it in his mouth to silence him before he starts yelling.
So you gag him, and he, like, falls on his back, but he managed to get those words out. He says, Lords of the Abyss! As he gets gagged, and you, like, shove him in the cage, and Cora's like, fuck! Why didn't you do that before? Is it because of Gwen? As suddenly you hear someone laughing. Oh man. The prince sure is emotional. He didn't have to yell like that. I've already been trailing him. The moment those man bugs died, I already had an idea of where he was. As suddenly a man jumps from the branches above, and he lands in front of all of you. A man who does not look to be natural. He is covered in tattoos and scars. He has a chain collar around his neck, along with chains around his body, and he has horns on his head. He does not look to be any kind of human, as he stares at you with a grin. Why, hello there. My name is Lord Dante.
God.
I'm posting keynotes what he looks like. Lord Dante.
Oh.
Would.
No.
You can't just say
No.
would for
No.
every person that gets put.
Okay, but look at him, bro.
He's horrendous to look at.
He's
I am
hot.
looking at him.
I'm looking at him. He's
Oh, I'm
ugly.
looking alright. I'm looking zoomed in.
No. No.
So for the recording, this is Lord Dante. And so after Lord Dante appears... So, one sec. Gotta make him appear. Okay, there we go. So Lord Dante appears, and as he does, he stands there smirking, and he says, "Pleasure to meet you. I'm one of the 7 lords of the abyss. Now's about the time that you start begging for your lives." Everana scoffs as she says, "I happen to be a paladin. From the Divine Union, you decrepit monster. I am more than capable of handling you." As she has her sword begin to glow, Alice recognizes her uniform.
I was about to ask, do I recognize this woman?
So, Everana, she looks... So, you actually recognize her. She's a Divine Knight that you've seen before. However, from what you remember, she was a Divine Knight that deserted. So, she left the Divine Union. And so, Everana, she stands in the front. Her sword begins to glow. "You really think you can take all of us by yourself?" Lord Dante smirks and he says, "Whoever said I was alone?" As suddenly another man walks up from behind a tree, a man in black cloaked armor with a mask that is very similar that you've all seen before. He walks up behind them, and in a dark voice, as he pulls out a red glowing sword, he says, "It's good to see all of you again. You see a man who's undoubtedly," I'm posting keynotes, "Killjoy!"
What? Why does he look
Oh.
more
no, our men
terrifying
are gonna be like
though?
this
What
now.
the fuck?
No, our men are gonna be like this.
No.
That's why they weren't with us, because they're gonna turn up like this.
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
So,
Fuck this.
so Killjoy, he stands there, and Dante just smirks and smiles at all of you. And he says, "I think now's about time you start screaming." As Dante, just begins to, march towards you guys. However, I was planning on continuing, but I think this is a good place to stop because Sybil had to go for personal family stuff, and I do want her to be involved in this combat because shit's about to get crazy. So, with that being said, it's a short session, but we'll have a longer one next weekend for sure. This is the end of session 34 of the Chronicles of Dolores. How will Alice handle the fact that Gwen is unconscious? How will Gwen handle the fact that her memories are jumbled? How will Kat handle the fact that Killjoy's turned into this monster? How will Nizora handle the fact that Vex killed someone that she loved? How will Sybil handle the fact that she's in a place of monsters? And how will Percy handle the fact that she is also in a place surrounded by monsters, and that this Corey guy is crushing on her when she already has a man? Man, oh man, so much going on. We will find out what happens in the next session of the Chronicles of Dolores. That is the end of session 34, and as always, I thank you for listening. You're all amazing people, and may you have a great night.